Hello there, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying Retrothon 2019. I know I sure am. It's a great pleasure to be on here tonight. I'm SUMDeaner. I'll be playing Dragon Quest III, Super Famicom version. This is the Super Famicom remake of the Dragon Quest III, which is better known as Dragon Warrior 3 for NES. So this is the updated Super Famicom remake version. In addition to the obvious graphical and audio updates, there's a lot of gameplay changes and additions as well, which I'll be covering mostly as we go. This is a very, very popular speedrun in the Japanese community, and as a result, as well as the fact that there's actually no official English release version, we'll be playing the original Japanese version with the Japanese community rules. This is their popular any percent, no major glitches, no RNG manipulation category, and without too much more to say, I think I'm ready to get started. As I said, I'll be following the Japanese community rules, which begins with the console start on, and the timer will end at the end of the credits. So I think I'm all set, and I think I'll begin now. I'm going to count myself down. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we'll begin. Making my hero now, my file, naming him ! Our hero tonight. This is just an easy character to pick next to the menu, nice and fast to do. Mostly a preference thing. So right away the game's going to begin with this personality test. And the personality system is a new addition to this version. It's going to affect the stat growths of my characters, and it's very important that I select useful personalities. So it's asking for my name and birthday here, and it's going to ask me a series of yes or no questions. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for the good luck, everybody in the chat. So I'm looking for a specific final question here, this boulder scene, where I'm going to push no boulders at all. Spirit's going to call me lazy, and we're going to be the lazy hero type. This is a very standard personality type for the race chart hero, or even just regular runs in general. This is a very solid personality type. So, we're going to begin the game here. So as I said, the personality types affect stat growth. So really I'm looking for personality types that favor high stamina. In the hero's case, this lazy type also gives him pretty good strength as well. Alright, so really quickly, while the run gets started here, I'd just like to, as I said earlier, this is a no RNG manipulation category, and there are many, many, many things in the run that are influenced by RNG. As a result, this is sort of a anything goes kind of category. But that being said, the things that we do have control over, the menus and all the kinds of decisions that I've planned out, are extremely optimized, and we'll be going through these menus very efficiently, and hopefully not encountering too much trouble, but if we get into trouble, well, we'll find a way out. There is no official English version. There is an English patched version that is out there, and for anyone who's interested in playing it casually, who's an English speaker like myself, I highly recommend it. It's perfectly playable. For the speedrun version, because English text is slower and because the Japanese is the standard for the Japanese community, we use the Japanese text. If anybody has any questions about what's going on, it's pretty simple here. So the King of Aliahan has given us our main quest here to defeat the Archfiend, the Demon Lord Baramos. And we're going to spend most of the game pretty much setting up, getting all the things we need to get to Baramos' castle, as well as getting strong enough to defeat Baramos. The run as a whole will take, I've estimated 3 hours and 25 minutes. That's a little bit generous. I hope it goes a little bit faster than that, but there are, like as I said, a lot of things that can go wrong, so we'll see. We're going to start by recruiting my party members here. Lazy hero can't be bothered to do the whole quest by himself. No, we got to get some friends to help out. So first up is the dealer. I'm just making a dealer, giving it some stat seeds, and it's going to get some personality type. I don't really care. That's for the yellow orb quest later. Now I'm going to make my real party members here. First up is the mage. I'm looking for this third value, stamina, to be as high as possible. Wow, 20 tough guy. That is amazing. I'm also looking for personality type, so tough guy is the best. That's a very good mage. Thief, I'm looking for at least 16 stamina, and any personality type, 15 is too low. So we'll try again. As I said, it's, wow, 10 to start? That's freakishly high. We should have no trouble getting to 16, right? 17. Iron Man personality is fine. And last is the warrior. We can menu him quickly by holding down the turbo. I should also mention that, as is standard, we use the Japanese community rules, and they allow turbo controllers. So, ooh, 22 tough guy. Okay. Very quick party creation time there, so we're all done. And this is going to form the core of my party here at the start of the game, for the first half at least. Soldier. Thief, who's a brand new class in this version, not in the original. She has access to some very cool weapons that I'm going to take full advantage of in the first half. And the king was kind of generous enough to give me a little bit of gear. A couple of sticks and a set of clothes, giving the traveler's clothes and the club to the warrior, and the bamboo club, the bamboo pole or whatever, to the thief here for a little extra damage. So we're gonna start on the quest. The first goal here is to get the thief key in Najimi Tower, but we're gonna stop at Reeve and one slime really, and get some supplies first. I'm also really pushing to get my party members up to level 2 as fast as possible. It's going to take 15 experience to get the mage to level 2. And because we've front-loaded... Wow, that's all I thought was one slime? Really? Huh. Okay. We're going to sell some items I picked up in the beginning to help pay for all these supplies. Strength seed, extra club that nobody can use, the luck seed that the king had, and the warrior's old clothes. Didn't fight much there. I might be inclined to purchase some extra herbs when I come back. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So once my characters, because I gave them all the stamina seeds in the beginning, once they level up to level 2, the game's going to redo their HP values, and they're going to get huge HP gains on their first level up. So I'm really pushing to get 15 experience, that's enough to get mage level 2, as fast as possible. So we've gotten 1 point so far off of the one slime we killed. Woo! 14 to go. So we'll be stopping to fight pretty much everything along the way. Ooh. Ambushed by these guys. If I get hit by surround like this, I have to run away now. I'm not going to be able to fight them efficiently. Well, we got away quickly enough. That's kind of lucky. So the way this game's engine does random battles is that each time there's a screen transition to a new floor like this, or a new area on the overworld, the game generates a random number, and as I'm moving around, that number is counting down. Excuse me. When that number reaches 0, that's when I get a battle. So, wow, mage taking a lot of damage here. She fainted. Lovely. Well, that's too bad. A little bit of a setback here. I'm going to be slower to clear as well, and I'm going to need to make sure she reaches level 2 before I move past the next section. So you'll see me sometimes taking advantage of this fact, the game mechanics, by going up and down stairs, or things like that. That's sort of re-rolling this encounter depletion value. So it helps me walk a little bit further in some of these dungeons without getting battled. Statistically further, not always. Alright, well, unfortunately the mage is dead, but the warrior and thief will have no trouble reaching level 2, and I can heal them. Their HP values, as you saw, went up a lot, and now they'll have no trouble surviving in this early section here. Okay, lucky. We're also going to be heading up to the next section here. I'm at the top of the tower. I'm going to get the thief key. Okay. Wow, 8 minutes? We're already up here? That was pretty fast, even with the dead mage. I'm gonna have to get more XP. I got very little. So we'll just zoom back to Reeve really quickly. So we're going to be running from a lot of battles coming up in the next section. So it seems like an appropriate time to talk about the run rate. The first time I try and run from a battle is I only have a 25% chance of getting away successfully. After that, the second attempt is a 50% chance, the third attempt is a 75% chance, and the fourth time is guaranteed. So I have increasingly better odds as I fail. So we're hoping to get away from battles quickly when we try and run, but it's not likely that we run away from enemies on the first try. When we fail to run, at least one monster will take an action, and then from that point on, other monsters, I think, coin flip to see whether or not they act. I think that's the chance, but each monster after that will only have the chance to act. So you don't always get hit by everything when you fail to run away, which is good. I'm going to stop here and fight something. Hopefully earn some experience. The encounters change as soon as I move further to the right, so I'm trying to... wow. Trying to get a little XP here before we move on. But I'm going to have to probably take some more dangerous encounters here. It's okay, we can defend a little bit. Oops. Haven't reordered the party yet. That actually is kind of strange. Now my hero has some items that he doesn't normally have. I'll have to play this slowly for now. I can't risk losing the mage again. This will get her to level 2, no problem, and that's really all I need, per se. But, there's a chance we could lose her, and I can't have that. Should be safe from here. I won't take more than 9 damage. Okay, good. Alright, so the next part of the quest, we're taking the magic ball we got in Reeve. Okay, good. Over to this Cave of Temptation to the east. I need this magic orb to get through the wall. So now that we have the thief key and we got the orb, we can get through to the next continent, the mainland, Romilly. Oh, got poisoned. Grabbed an antidote herb while I was in the old man's house in his dresser for just such an occasion. The hero has it. Hero has all my stuff. And the party as well. Okay, so just a little bit further, we'll make it to the cave. Oh no, someone else is poisoned. Fortunately, I can't cure that now, and I'm gonna have to just sort of tough it out for a little bit. Oops, where am I going? Yes, to an extent, this is one of those things where the language saves time. Also, there is actually no official English release version for this game. Oops, yeah, this is really messed up because the party's different. Okay, so the magic ball here is going to destroy the wall and we can move on here. I'm poisoned, so this is really kind of a big risk for my mage. Unfortunately, if she dies along the way, it's not a big deal. It'll be a time loss to cure her poison or revive her either way. So, oh well. Bad luck poison. Alright, so the monsters in Tempt Cave here are moderately strong. You want to be watching out for the purple bunnies, the Almirage. They have sleep spell, and that's going to be a problem if my whole party falls asleep. As long as one person stays awake, it's not too bad. Magician guys here have this magic spell, Blaze. Mera is moderately strong. Hopefully try and walk a little bit without getting a battle. I think I need to heal the team, though. Oops, you're at full health. This mage has a lot of HP, unfortunately. She's poisoned. She'll never be at full health for a battle. Okay, pretty decent walking here. The other enemy you want to look out for is the Grey Anteater. In groups, they all attack the same target and have fairly high attack power, so just 2 times run fail is usually a coffin. Oh, almost. That was almost a very nice walk. There's a question about the release here. This version came out in 1996 in Japan. Okay. How hurt am I? Pretty hurt. I'm also kind of low on supplies, so let's not go overboard. Okay. Just a little further. Ooh. Nice firstly. Okay, lucky. Looks like we'll make it out of here okay. There's a very small chance of getting a battle here on the way to Romilly. It's a very short walk, but hopefully. Hopefully it won't be too bad. So coming up here is where the game kind of diverges and opens up a little bit. The expectation of a casual playthrough is that you head north to Kazab and do Kandar's side quest, which we're going to do. It's actually required. I shouldn't call it a side quest. The Golden Crown is required. And then probably head north to the Noannial side quest. We're going to skip all that, and we're going to head east. And we're going to try and grab the magic key as fast as possible. And this is... Oops, don't need to revive. I need to cure poison. And this is very dangerous, but it's going to open up a huge amount of the game for us. Not only is it going to give us access to a few treasuries that are going to give us lots of money, but it's going to let us get to Portoga, and there are powerful weapons there. Then we can backtrack a little bit, and it'll make the game a lot easier and faster for us. Unfortunately, this pyramid walk is extremely dangerous. I'm going to be stocking up on some extra armor and supplies to hopefully improve my chances a little bit, but there are no guarantees here. I've got all kinds of contingencies for if I wipe out. Oops, I don't want to sell that yet. Where I wipe out and other sort of things. So we're going to try and collect some gold here. Some stuff I won't need, some stuff I picked up along the way, and we're going to buy a bronze shield. This is for the warrior, and leather armor for the thief. And we're going to be on our way. We stayed at the inn here in Romilly before leaving. Part of this is for healing my party. Obviously I was hurt, but also this resets the day-night cycle. It's going to be important that I reach Isis at nighttime. Oh wow, another back attack. Nice. Because there are guards that guard the treasury during the day. So if nothing goes wrong, we should get there at nighttime, no problem. But nothing going wrong is a bit of a long shot. Fingers crossed. Alright, better heal the party. Fortunately, I've used a lot of herbs already. I know the thief still has some, but it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. You can force an extra encounter there before moving on in this region, but I got an encounter fairly recently. I'm comfortable just moving on. Cat flies. I like to cast Stop Spell on the first turn. That's good. That doesn't do any damage to me. Oh, hitting me does. Ow. Ow. Oh. Poor Thief-chan is dead. Mage took a hit, but that's not too bad. We're probably going to get another battle here on the way to Ashtalam. It's a long walk here, so I'm expecting another fight here. Oh, walk! Oh, I actually missed tile because of my fat thumb, and now I'm getting a battle with these horrible monkeys. Wow. I can't believe it. Big mistake, and now I'm paying for it with my lives. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well. That was embarrassing. It's okay, it's fine. We made it here, alive. Somebody's alive, that's good, that's progress. Grab this bug powder in here. Oopsie. Well, I got lucky that I made it that far in the first place, but no excuse. I need to sell something else. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to get this contingency gold now. So I want the fur hood. We're gonna get the fur hood. 10 extra defense power. It's a female-only equip, but I've got 2 characters that can equip it, the thief and the mage. So I needed a little extra gold here to revive the party. Fortunately, it's only 10 gold apiece to revive my party members at this point in the game. It's based on the characters' levels, and I believe characters under level 4 only cost 10. Well, I know characters under 4 only cost 10. I think at 4 maybe they cost 20, or maybe they still cost 10 in this version. I can't remember. Generally not important. What I need to make sure is that I just have enough gold for this part here, moving on. I have plenty now. I won't have the wisdom seed sell later, but it's okay. Moving along. So, okay, firstly, good. Now we're headed to the pyramid, and as I said, this is extremely dangerous. The monsters in this region, as you saw earlier, are not going to get any easier. And we're just going to have to keep running and crossing our fingers. Losing the thief early is kind of rough, but pass the fur hood over, and I need to clear out these medical herbs. I have 7 left. I guess that's okay. That's not great, but we'll have to do. Oh, crabs here. Okay, lucky firstly. They'll also sometimes waste their turn casting Increase, which improves their defense power. I don't care about that. Flame worms. They've got this fire breath, and this is going to hit everyone in the party for 6 to 10 damage. Unfortunately, this really is a problem. It's going to cost me 3 medical herbs. I have to heal my party. Every point of life here is meaningful. Alright, so I still have 3 people alive. I'm going to go ahead and go for it from here. Now, there are pitfalls in the center there. I have to be careful stepping around them. Oh, first floor battle. I was just about to remark that. Wow, and it's a bunch of guys. I was just about to remark that the encounter rate in the pyramid here is quite low. And I'm counting on that to get through here in one piece. So getting a fight there, and it only cost me 1 herb, which isn't bad, but I'm rapidly running out of supplies. Okay, it's fine. So I really am not expecting battles here on these first 2 floors. But this 3rd floor has a switch puzzle that I cannot encounter reset on until I finish the puzzle, which means I have to take battles here. 1 is the minimum, 2 is quite common though. That being said, I'm going to take the minimum number of steps I can on this floor to decrease my chances. And we're going to try not to fat thumb like we did earlier, right? Mummies here are pretty strong. I'm not happy to see them. Nope. There goes the mage. That's too bad. But we'll soldier on for now. You know what? I'm actually gonna get the 4 defense power from the leather armor now. We'll pass that back if we make it, or if we die, or whatever. We almost finished the puzzle. If I can just make it past this encounter. Hey, stop! Stop! Oh, that feeling when the defense power maybe mattered? Maybe? Okay, lucky, sort of. Am I out of herbs? I'm totally out, and you're not even close. Just use it. Just use it. I just want to get the key, please. Okay, the door is open. That's technically progress. Even if I die, the door will stay open. I can't reset this encounter there because it resets the switch puzzle. So, I've got to do all 4 of the switches before I reset. Okay, great. We got the magic key. I'm going to try and get a few more treasures and make it back to Isis. That would be perfect, but if I can't, then... Oops. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the thief key. I'm going to move that out of here. Okay, good. Oop. More problems. Okay, good. There's 1 more treasure I want to grab on the top floor, and there's also an easy way out up there, so we're going to go that way. Encounter rate should be pretty low up here, but again, that's no guarantee. And then it's about 50-50 getting 1 more battle on the way back to town. Maybe a little bit higher than that, risk-wise, but we've got a pretty good shot at making it to town from here. I've got no more herbs left, so I can't heal myself, so... Good luck, dudes. Okay, the catflies are good to see. As I said earlier, stop spell doesn't hurt. Oh, surround doesn't hurt either. Hey, leave me alone. Okay. We're gonna encounter cancel here 1 more time just to be a little safer. Good. And we made it. Okay, great. First try pyramid. Got back to the town in 1 piece, sort of. 2 pieces, really. This is actually very good condition. It doesn't necessarily look like it, but especially for like a race or marathon kind of setting, this is perfectly fine. So here, we made it to Isis. As I said earlier, there are guards guarding these doors here, but we've got the magic key, and they're all asleep at night, so excuse me, cat. We're gonna come in here and raid the treasuries here. There's some stat seeds, some gold, ruby bracelet, and golden tiara, which sell for lots of money. Silk robe, which is going to be useful armor for the mage in the first half, and then be sold for lots of money. And we're going to come up here. This is also a nighttime only trigger here. If I talk to the Queen of Isis, she's going to say, I've got a present for you, check behind my bed. It's a prayer ring. Normally these are very cool items that we can use to recover MP, but I need the money so badly that we're actually selling this one, sorry. Okay, we wing back to Isis. Using Chimera Wings in this resets day-night cycle to daytime, and I can go straight back to town during the day. Now it's time for a bunch of big old menu bosses, so sit tight here. I'm going to sell a whole bunch of stuff we got and get a lot of gold. And the ring. Okay, good. We'll be just under 7,000 now. Now I can buy iron helmets. I'm going to give one to the warrior. And one to the hero. Also going to buy iron shield, give this to the hero. And 2 suits of iron armor, one for the hero, and another one for Mr. Warrior here. So now, got super powerful armor, and lots of money to buy a bunch of supplies for the rest of the quest. We're going to start by buying Chimera Wings. This is going to let me travel to and from all the towns I want to as I please. We're going to buy 36 of these in all. This is going to cover me most of the way, and usually it'll be enough. I'm actually going to stop in this route for some extras. I'm planning on doing Assassin Dagger later. We're also going to get some holy water. Actually, you know what? We already used the antidotes, so why don't I buy a few more? That's overkill, but that'll be fine. Won't have to worry about poison now. Poison is a very small issue in the next section coming up, but after that it's basically never, ever shows up again. I'll spend the rest of my gold on medical herbs. As you see, no one in my party really can heal. The hero knows basic heal spell, but that's not very good. I'll be relying on medical herbs to be healing the party for a lot of the run, especially in the first half. I'll be counting on the Thief's very high agility and just be cramming her bag full of medical herbs for some of these bosses, and she'll be my healer. Okay, we revived the party. Hopefully we won't need to revive anybody for a while. And I've already forgotten, what was the Thief's personality type? Tetsujin. Okay, so we're going to go in here. That's the Iron Man. We're going to go in here and we're going to change her personality type with this book. If I had Tough Guy, I'd keep it, but we'll go ahead and change it. We've got some stat seeds. We're going to give these to the hero. Give this to the thief. We moved that armor, didn't we? Here it is. Let's move that back too. And we're going to go home to Alihan. Oh, I want to fix that about the medical herbs too. I'm going to go ahead and put those on the top, right? Good. Okay. The menuing is very precise in this game, and I get very picky about the order of items sometimes. It's going to help things move efficiently. Okay, so here we're back in Alihan again with Magic Key in hand. We're ready to just bust in here and start taking stuff. Rune Staff is a pretty powerful weapon for the mage, 40 attack power. More stat seeds. We're going to give these to the hero. These next 2 treasure chests have gold in them. And here's the hero ring. Grants 15 attack power and changes my personality type. Start by distributing a bunch of these items now that I have everything. This is going to the thief, the hero ring. The rune staff and the silk robe are going to the mage. And then there's one more thing I gotta grab back in Isis. So stashed here in the basement is the meteorite armband. This is a very handy accessory. It doubles the agility of whoever has it equipped. For this part of the game coming up, we're going to create this balanced team with the hero with the meteorite armband and the thief with the hero ring. This is going to create two characters who are both fairly fast and fairly strong. And once I get my weapons, you'll see how powerful it is. We're going to lie to this guy and tell him I didn't steal his ring, and it's actually faster dialogue, even though we definitely stole his ring. And then we're going to find a Romilly. Also, with the magic key, this unlocks Portoga, as I mentioned earlier. We're going to get access to this town much earlier than maybe you would expect. Nice walk there. Provided things don't go wrong on the way to Portoga. So right now I'm in the encounter zone that has Romilly monsters in it, and I'm going to be forcing a battle here to reset the encounter value. With my high armor from the iron armor that I've got now, I'm not anticipating... Oh, I need to equip the meteorite though. Also, my warrior is missing health because I never heal. Remember when you ran out of herbs? Equip the meteorite armband in battle there really quickly. It's faster to do it that way. Okay, we're going to heal up. So just to the south and heading towards Portoga are the Portoga region monsters, and these guys are really vicious, especially the druids, the lumps. So we're going to hope and pray, and we're going to see no monsters. Great, no lumps. A lump-free run. We're doing really well now. Okay, now we're safely here. I'm going to sell the... Oops. Sell the meteorite. Sorry, not the meteorite, the ruby ring. Oh, baby. We did not sell the meteorite. We sold the ruby ring for a whole bunch of money. We're going to buy a steel sword, and this really is the key here. 2 steel whips, one for the thief and one for the hero. This is where the thief's power is really going to shine right now, at least. So she's got this steel whip, and, oops. And, oh, H has the fur hood, yeah. Oops. She's got extra attack power from the hero ring, and she's got her own naturally fairly high agility. So this is going to have her going early in fights. The whips are special weapons in this version that allow us to attack entire groups of enemies at once. Now, if you recall, the hero, who generally has decently high strength, also has a steel whip and also has the meteorite ring, giving him pretty decent agility. My whole game plan here is to use these whips, which have very high attack power and hit multiple enemies at once, to clear out whole groups of monsters as fast as possible so that we can cut down on animation times, kill things very quickly, and generally just proceed smoothly. Even though my characters are generally underleveled, my whole party's level 2, right? My equipment is very, very strong, and I don't have a whole huge risk in this section coming up. As a result, we're going to start catching up on levels very quickly here. We've picked up some extra stat seeds, strength and stamina for the hero, and we're going to heal up. And now it's actually back to the quest, back to something that sort of resembles Dragon Quest. Coming up, we're going to go to Champagne Tower and go fight Kandar 1. If you're familiar with Dragon Warrior 3, the NES version, Kandar 1 is actually optional. You don't actually have to do that. In this version, that is not the case. You must do Kandar 1 in order to do Kandar 2. So even though we got the King of Portoga's letter and I can go to Baharata, I can't do the Pepper quest until we do Kandar 1. So we're heading up there. We're going to go do Kandar 1. As promised, basically characters are going to be leveling up practically every battle. Somebody else is going to level up. Unfortunately, there's no time for the mini game this time around. Catch some of my other streams, my PB attempts that die. You might catch some Pachisi after we die, but no, in the actual run there's no Pachisi. So generally, this section is, as I said, there's no real huge danger. I can clear most of these fights by just holding down the X button, telling everybody to attack, and waiting for the battle to be over. But I can really improve my battle efficiency by being selective about which encounters I choose to fight or not. I'm going to be fighting most since I'm behind on XP. And how you target your characters as well has a big part in it. Pass the extra fur hood over, now I have 2. Ah yes, that's the correct world record for this category is by Morizo, 2 hours and 36 minutes, which is disgustingly fast. For context, I've got an estimate of 325, which is a fairly comfortable race estimate. I expect most of my runs to finish about the 310 mark, unless I die to Zoma, which is huge time loss, which is kind of why I provided myself a little extra time. Really great times are under 3 hours. My personal best is 2:47, and I've been playing for nearly 3 years. And there's one person outside of Japan that has a time better than 2:40. 2:40 times are extremely fast. As you can maybe tell, the game is very RNG influenced, and it takes a lot of grinding on a lot of very dangerous charts to get an impressive time like that. You also have to be very good at your menus and be very confident in what you're doing in the game as a whole. And it's not easy. There's a lot to keep track of, a lot of item management, cursor menu, and memory, and all this stuff. But, yeah, that's a very impressive time, 2:36. We definitely won't be coming anywhere close to 2:36 tonight, I promise you. Not with the kind of start we've had. We're not doing poorly by all means, but no, I wouldn't count on it. I'm not planning on playing a route aggressive enough to get a time like that. It requires playing the end game in quite a different sort of way that is not very stable. No, we're going for a very stable chart here. As I said, it's a very popular game to speedrun in Japan. It's very popular to race as well. I race it a lot with many of my other friends in the Dragon Quest community. My good friend Pop from Japan. And it's a whole lot of fun to race this game. Even though there is a lot of randomness, there's a lot of room for players to go back and forth. And even if you're kind of just only decent, you can still keep pace with really good players and have a lot of fun playing. Yeah, this is my introduction to speedrunning personally. This is the first game that I picked up speedrunning. I watched it played about 3 years ago. My good friend Clear Sonic played it in another marathon, and I really like this series. I wasn't familiar with Dragon Quest speedrunning before, but I'm a big fan of the series, and really fell in love with the speedrun. Just sort of picked it up, started playing it more and more. A lot of the Dragon Quest Western players got in touch with me, actually, invited me to their community, shared a lot of their resources with me, and you know, were always happy to race with me, and met a lot of great people from all over the world. So if you're watching the marathon today and you see any kind of run that you like, you're interested in some game that you really like, and just try it out. You don't have to set out to be like the best player at it or anything. Just have fun playing it and see where it goes from there. Alright, we're gonna heal up before this boss battle. I also have no idea what spells my mage has. I don't think she has anything useful. This is fine. Alright, great. So we're gonna fight this battle here. He's got 3 of these goons. I don't have any magic. Yeah, we're gonna defend them. These guys are fairly strong, and their targeting is actually pretty random. Most enemies prefer to target characters closer to the front of the party. But Kandar's henchmen and his Kandar in this fight pretty much ignore that rule, and they just go after whoever they feel like. You see my mage taking a lot of damage here in the back. I have to be careful here. Okay, great. We're moving through fairly comfortably. The other thing you have to watch out for here is when Kandar goes to attack, occasionally he'll raise his axe above his head and attack. This is a critical hit attack. It's a special attack that has a 1 in 8 chance of being a critical hit. So like this attack here is a 1 in 8 chance of being a critical hit. And critical hits in Dragon Quest ignore defense power. So even though I've got pretty good armor, the critical hit is strong enough to kill anybody in my party in one shot. Now that's not a disaster, but whoever dies misses out on XP, and that's kind of a bummer. At this point, the fight's progressed to the point where I should win no matter what. I really wouldn't like to lose anybody, but, you know, just throw some medical herbs up at people, and oh, Kandar did defend there. should just be able to keep attacking. The fight's almost over. Looks like he's defending again. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's a good question about preparing for a longer run like this. Now, the good news is I've played this run a number of times myself, so I'm very comfortable with it. I don't have to do too much practicing it at this point to prepare. But for a lot of other marathons, yeah, I practice a lot. It's mostly no reset runs and hitting up people in my community to also know this, to race with me and just keep practicing. Race is, like I said, a really good motivation to do no reset because you don't feel like bailing on it because it's going poorly or whatever. You got to stay in the race. Alright, good. So we defeated Kandar. Everybody's going to level up a bunch, and the mage is going to start learning spells. She learned Upper, she learned Ice Bolt, and I'm looking for Fireball. No Fireball. Not yet. Okay. So, even the spell learning, the stat gains, my character's abilities are all going to be different every run to a certain extent. And I have to plan for that accordingly. Alright, so I'm going to swap these accessories back. If you didn't see that earlier. That was to make the thief very fast. As I said earlier, she's our healer, so to speak. So by giving her this super high agility, that's going to give her very high initiative rate against Kandar and his henchmen. So I can heal if any emergencies happen. So, Kandar 1 was defeated. I don't actually have to take the crown or bring it back. I just have to defeat him and send him on his way. And we're ready to move on to the next part of the game here. We're going to show Norud, the dwarf, the king of Portoga's letter. And that's the kind of degree of optimization that happens in this run. I picked up the king's letter a while ago. I had made sure to tidy my bag before that so the hero had nothing, so that would be the first item in his bag, so that it would be faster to use. Here. 10 minutes later. Oop. Every single little detail as far as the menuing is concerned is very carefully thought out. That's not to say there aren't some differences that happen and a little bit of room for personal preference depending on your route, but oh, the green crabs I gotta run away from here. Unfortunately, this is a little dangerous. There is a little bit of room for flexibility depending on what items you would like to get or skip. I'm taking a lot of the safety items, a lot of extra armor, a lot of extra stat seeds to give my party the best chance of being good at the end of the game, but you can really get pretty lean on some of the extra stuff. A lot of the major stuff is very important, but and you won't see too much deviation in that. As far as like the classes that are commonly accepted for the fastest route, this is it. Warrior, Thief, Mage. We're going to be doing 2 job changes at the halfway point as well, and we'll get to that soon. Right now we're on the way to Baharata. We saw some hunter flies there. Those flies, they cast Fireball, and it's pretty strong. I'm on the lookout for them. We're hunting them first. Hopefully we're going to see the thief and the hero go early in the fight, like this, and kill them before they attack me. That's exactly what I want to see. In fact, we killed that guy too. Wow. Nice hustle, team. Clear out these guys, no problem, and we're going to make pretty decent pace here. I'm keeping my party members above 45 hit points. That's going to keep them nice and safe. Wow, this mage has... definitely tough guy. She's got over 70 hit points already. Very impressive. Ooh, more dangerous hunter flies. As long as I get at least 1 whip, I should be safe. Good. There's the other one. That should clear out. Great. Doop, 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 doop. I missed the mage's level 8, whether or not she learned magic. I didn't see anything, so... I feel like I would have noticed Gira, but... don't see anything. Oh well. So we made it to Baharata. That was nice and smooth. Sell a couple more items I've got here for some gold. This tattoo I don't want, and the rune staff is going bye-bye. I need money for these things. Maho no Tate. This is our magic shields. I'm going to buy 3 of them. 1 for the hero, 1 for the thief, and 1 for the mage. It's a huge upgrade for the mage. She can't equip most shields, but not only is this good defense power, these magic shields provide a built-in damage reduction against magic spells. That's going to come in handy. Stock up on more medicine, and I'm going to buy one of these spider webs too. This is going to come in handy for a boss near the very end of the game. Sort of strategy that Pop thought of. It's quite helpful. Or at least it helps push your chances at winning bonus even higher. And that guy is very rude, so any little bonus we can get is helpful. So that's the story trigger here in this town. Kandar and his goons have kidnapped Tanya, who is the daughter of the, or granddaughter of the pepper store owner. Gupta, her boyfriend, is off to try and rescue him, but he's no hero. He's gonna get kidnapped and thrown in jail too, so tough break. The Iron Shield, the old hand-me-down Iron Shield, is gonna go here to the warrior. We're going back to Baharata. Good. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, a lot of Hunter Flies again. We're gonna defend with the mage now because she has no weapon anymore, so it's not gonna be helpful to attack. I'll just save myself the trouble. Took some damage there now, but since we've got these magic shields, it's even less damage, less of a threat. I should have Alright, I should have checked really quickly to see if the mage knows magic. Well, this thief is light on HP. This mage has a lot, but the thief has not as much. There you go. Oh, we're gonna use Expel here. Yeah, I don't have... Oops, you're not supposed to attack with the mage. Using Expel here is a 75% chance of removing those death jackals from the battle immediately. I get no experience or gold from them, but it's very safe. They can call for friends and use the surround spell, which lowers my accuracy. I don't want either of those things. I also hit for a lot of damage. I don't really want that either. Wow, she learned Increase, but no Fireball. That's very rare. Huh. You see, this mage's spell learning is never the same in any run, and Sukaruto, Increase spell, is quite rare, but to have for these fights. Fireball is common, and, well, here we've got the reverse. Stopping here for this Stamina Seed, this is sort of a bonus. Same thing here on the left chamber is a bunch of stat seeds. These are all optional, but most runners will take them. I'm just going to force feed all of these to the hero. Some players will distribute them a little differently. But I'm comfortable at this point just getting everything on the hero here. Switching accessories back. We want the super fast thief and the super strong hero. I'm going to reorder the party a little bit, although I wonder if that's even really the best order now. Looks like it'll be fine. She got a big level up there at the end there, so good to hear. So we're gonna start this encounter. These goons, 4 Kandar henchmen. Guess I don't have Fireball, so I'll use the Mist Staff. This is a stop spell effect. That's not very effective on these guys, but it is helpful. So these guys use defense on me, and it just lowered the defense power of, and it hit everybody, unfortunately. I'm going to be using a small glitch here. This is a permitted glitch to use, it's not a major one, but equipping an item in battle causes it to recalculate your attack and defense power, but it forgets that I've been hit by defense, and so it resets my defense power back to normal. Unfortunately, this also removes beneficial defense improvements like Increase, etc. But ooh, a lot of damage there. So I have to be careful about using it here. But it is very useful in these 2 fights here. It's not practically helpful in very many other scenarios, but pretty handy in these 2 fights. Fortunately, one of the goons healed his friend, which is really what I don't want to see. The heal more is the bad news. Oh, miss. Somebody kill him before he heals himself. Thank you. Okay, good. Alright, the henchmen were defeated. Now it's time to, oops, rescue the lovers. Switch here is on the left. And we're good. Everything's fine, right? Seems pretty fine. Kandar's home. He's not looking too happy either. Well, too bad. It's gonna be a repeat fight here. Well, two of these goons are the same from previous, and then we've got this Kandar 2 fight. He's a substantially higher attack power and defense power and HP in this version, but the same critical chance and everything. But we can clear out these goons on the right here pretty quickly, then oh, I better heal that. We'll be setting up nicely here. Wow, heal already, huh? Thanks, pal. Okay, he's gone. Let's heal that for now. Oh! Okay. Same thing as before. The critical hit's basically gonna kill anybody. There's a pretty small chance that the warrior, if he's at full HP, he might survive, but not very likely. Alright, well, I don't have Fireball, but I can use Increase twice. This is gonna pump up my defense power, and now the only thing I should have to worry about is critical hit from here. I'm reserving the mage's last 8 MP here for the outside spell. She should learn this at the end of the battle as long as she's alive. Costs 8 MP, and it's going to help me escape this dungeon really quickly as soon as we're done. So even though casting Ice Bolt is generally a good idea... Nice critical hit! Kaishin no Ichigeki! It's the Japanese text for the critical hit, Kaishin no Ichigeki. It's our first critical hit of the day. The whips actually never score critical hits, so you won't ever see the whips crit. Well, I could name an exception. If you're attacking your own party member, you can crit someone with a whip, but kind of silly. Alright, Kandar 2 is defeated. Easy, no problem. Again, everybody's gonna get a hefty chunk of XP, level up a couple times. And with Kandar 2 vanquished, we can return to Baharata and get the pepper. We'll trade the pepper to the King of Portoga for the ship. And the game is going to open up a lot more from there. She still doesn't know Fireball. Wow. She's failed 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to learn it. That's not like I care anymore. I'm never going to use Fireball. Ever again. I will use outside and get out of there really quickly. Then we're going to trade accessories back. And we're getting back to Baharata. Good. So here we are in Baharata. Gupta's taken over the store, and he'll give me some pepper for free. So now that I have a boat, I'm going to be able to do a lot of different things in the game world. My goal at this point is basically just to visit a whole bunch of towns, just stop in and out really quickly. That'll set the return points so that I can use these Chimera Wings and return to them later. Also going to be stocking up on a few quest items and a lot of items for supplies. I'm going to be accumulating lots of money and some weapons and stuff for the upcoming level grind. We're going to be doing a little bit of a level grind pretty soon, so we're going to get together everything we need to do that. So, regarding this level grind, anybody who's a fan of the Dragon Quest series, it's a great way to get lots of experience in Dragon Quest. You go hunt metal slimes. That's right, we're going to be looking for our good pal Metal Slime. They come up in Garuna Tower quite frequently, and sometimes in rather large numbers. We're also going to grab a whole bunch of really fancy tools to help us fight these metal slimes as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And I'm going to be even stocking up on some extra bug powder for an even faster approach. Hopefully we can get in and out of the tower without too much trouble. The total grind will take about 20 to 30 minutes. But I promise it is actually fairly brisk. Most of the encounters are pretty varied, and there's a lot of exciting metal slime action to be had. But for now, we got to visit a whole bunch of towns and get the stuff that I'm going to need to hunt our little silver friends. So first I'm going to make my way to Sue. I stopped at an inn in Portoga, and that reset the day-night cycle. If I tile very carefully, that is, don't waste any tiles getting to Sue, it'll still be daytime, which is good, because I need to go visit the shop, which is... Wow, we got a fight here? This is rare. And there will be some items I need to buy, so otherwise I have to stay in here, which is no more efficient, right? We're going to stop in this house really quickly and grab this. This is an agility seed. We're going to hold on to these agility seeds until later. And hidden right here next to the well is the bolt staff. This casts the Firebane spell for free when used as an item in battle. And we're going to give it right now to the mage. Warrior's going to hold the mist staff for now. We're going to buy this Mohawk wig and stash that in the bag. That's going to be for Zoma. And we're going to buy the invisible herb. No, seriously, it's for Zoma. We're going to put it on my head, and Zoma's going to look at me, and he's going to be like, what the heck are you doing with that stupid thing on your head? And he's going to start laughing, and he's going to lose his turn. No, just kidding. That's not actually what's going to happen, but it's a tool for a trick I can use to swap accessories, change my agility for certain turn order management tricks to help my damage output a little bit. Alright, cool. Use some holy water, and now I'm going to do an encounter reset here. The holy water is preventing the encounter depletion value from decreasing on the overworld tiles, the land tiles, because they're very low level. It's not working out here in the ocean. These forest tiles are glitched, and they also don't have encounters, but these plains tiles do, and they have very strong enemies I don't want to see. Good news, no enemies. Oh, I'm getting the tube socks, too, as backup. Do. Okay, there's a stat seed here. The red orb, this is one of 6 special quest items I need. I need these 6 colored orbs to resurrect Ramia, and I need Ramia the bird to take me to Baramos' castle. You remember 53 minutes ago when we talked to the King of Aliahan, he told me to go fight Baramos. Oh, it's been a long time since I've gotten the tube socks. Where are they? Here? Yeah, they're here. The loose socks, as they're called, literally it says in Japanese. Alright, now we're going back to Reeve, but not really going to Reeve. We're going to sail north. The holy water's still in effect there. It's going to expire now. We're going to go north to Jipangu. Stop in here really quickly. We're not ready to do Orochi yet, but we will come back here later. And that's all we hear, the Jipang town music in the entire run, unless I have to walk back through the town. Which I hope I don't have to walk back through the town. It means something went horribly wrong. Alright, so that adds the return point and resets my encounter threat, and I'm going to sail up here to Dharma. Wow, no encounter there is also lucky. Okay, now that we're at Dharma, I can return there later. We're going to go to Portoga now. And then we'll head north to Edinburgh. Okay, great. So everything's moving along very smoothly here, and I should get to the Garuna Tower in about an hour, which is quite good pace. I think we're doing well. Yep, bunch of monsters here I don't really want to fight. Oof. Defense canceling the warrior really quickly there, just in case I take another failed flee. Alright, this should be the invisible herb. I'll turn into these little silhouettes. Walk right by the guard. He blocks your way otherwise, so we need this herb. They sell them in Lancel as well, but we need to revisit Sue anyway. We'll go to Lancel later. We're going to steal the party dress and the slick suit. These are very valuable pieces of armor. The slick suit's going to get sold immediately. The party dress I'm going to use for a while, and then I'm going to sell it later. The thief can equip it. So now I'm going to solve this little boulder pushing puzzle. There's a quest item hidden back here, and I have to push these boulders onto the 3 panels on the top here, and I can't push them into the water against the wall, or else I have to reset the whole puzzle. We're gonna be careful. Hey, that was pretty smooth. Look at that. All done. All done. Alright, great. We got the Thirsty Pitcher. This is a quest item I need for the ultimate key. Alright, we're going to distribute a few items here. Heavy metal ring to the... Yeah, is that right? Oh, because I got the tube socks, that's right. Okay. We're going to Sue now. That's what that extra item is. Okay, great. Here we are at Sue. It's time to stock up on supplies for that metal grind. So, I'm going to sell the Warrior's Iron Shield, Thief-chan's Fur Hood, Mage's Fur Hood as well, the Slick Suit and the loose socks, tube socks here, good. Now that I have 13,000 gold, I'm going to spend 20 gold coins, 10 on a poison needle, and 10 more on another poison needle. These poison needles are very special. They are not like most other weapons. They do exactly 1 damage to the enemy all the time whenever you attack, which normally isn't very much, but against a metal slime, that's pretty good. Also, it has a chance of instantly killing its target when you hit something with it. Against a metal slime, also very good. Right now, I'm spending all of my money on this stuff, poison moth powder. And this stuff, though, is the real secret to the Dragon Quest III metal slime grind. I got some extras here for the bag. Great. This stuff causes a confusion effect, and confused enemies behave very strangely in this game, and it's very much to our benefit. Now, if a confused enemy is alone, its AI is always normal, and that never helps us. But whenever a confused enemy is on the screen with, with another enemy, it's going to start fighting his friend non-stop until he's dead, basically. So we can actually confuse metal slimes, and this will cause their AI to quit behaving. They're going to stop trying to run away, and they're going to start fighting each other, fighting their friends, which is greatly to our benefit. The other benefit is I can confuse other monsters that are not metal slimes very readily. And they can attack metal slimes and do more than 1 point of damage. Metal slimes will also sometimes attack each other for up to 4 points of damage, which will instantly kill one of them. They spawn with either 3 or 4 hit points. So this moth powder is super effective. It's 75% chance to confuse a metal slime. And then after 100% on the birds, the Garudas, and the moths that I'm going to be seeing up in the tower with them. And it's really, really powerful. So, there aren't going to be any metal slimes here on the lower floors, but I'm going to work my way up hopefully quickly without any battles until it's time for metal slimes, and then let's go, metal slimes. So the goal of this first grind is going to be to get to an appropriate level to job change my thief. That's level 20 in this game. Alright, this is the metal slime floor here. So the second character, white-haired Thief-chan here, she needs to reach level 20. So we're going to start hunting metal slimes and get to level 20 as fast as possible. Okay, here are some. Let's do this. Alright, so all these battles are pretty mixed formations, all quite complicated. I've got a lot of different options as far as like ways of approaching these battles. So sometimes I have to, you know, take my time a little bit. Oh boy, the warrior's already very weak. If he dies here, it's not the end of the world. It'll be fine. Okay, good. Get him! Nice, like that. So you see the metals, or the other enemies will often do a lot of damage. Now this metal slime is confused, and he's never going to run away. He's going to keep it trying to attack these moths until he dies. Bye-bye. Okay, switch weapons back. And we killed 2 metal slimes. Great! It's a good start. Yes, this is the tower north of Dharma. It's called Garuna Tower. But yeah, we're hanging out here. There's metal slimes aplenty. About half of the different formations that show up here have metal slime, at least 1 metal slime in them. Some of them have as many as 7 metal slimes in this version, so those are the big fights where you see lots of metals. None of the most medical herbs. Maybe I'll have to buy more. Alright, good. Off to a good start. We bagged a couple metal slimes. We're gonna keep looking for more. Oh, baby. This is the big fight I just talked about. Okay, the Sky Dragon here, I'm gonna use Expel on him. He's guaranteed to Expel. So he's gonna disappear as soon as the hero goes. Hopefully most of these metal slimes stick around, and then the Moth Powder will keep them fighting each other. Nope, that one failed. Mario, yes, she did finally learn Fireball now that I have an item that casts Fire Bane for free. She has Fireball. Use another powder. I have a lot of extras. Oh. I've got the two on the left confused. I want them to attack the ones on the right, but no, maybe not. I should kill D. Oh, D's maybe getting confused. Yep. Cool. Great. Let's go. Let's get some. So the three on the left are going to keep trying. Oh, there we go. There's a Poison Needle instant kill. Great. So I'm guaranteed to get two of these because they're going to fight each other until there's just one. I think it's worth just continuing to swing from here. Good. They're both actually hurt some. Oh, he might run away now, but he stayed. Get him! Get him! Kill him! Great! Oh, great. There, we killed 4 there. Yes, the Metapani spell, the Chaos spell, has the same effect. The Sword of Seduction, I believe, also does the same effect, although you can't get that until after you defeat Baramos. I had no idea before I would learn to run this game that the Moth Powder was effective. I knew how powerful Poison Needles were at hunting metal slimes, but this Moth Powder is actually... It's seriously out of control how good it is. I'm getting some pretty good luck with it here. It doesn't always work this well, but definitely getting some good level ups here. Ooh, I'm surprised here. Looks like they're sticking around though. Let's go ahead and throw one. You're gonna see me kill off my warrior now. In this version and this game, experience points are divided proportionally among the living present party members. So, oops, I mismened that horribly. I didn't even attack the right person. So, Mr. Warrior here, he's going to take a dive so that everybody else can get more XP. Oh, great. We bagged 2 in that. Solid. Grind is going smoothly. Oh, we stole an agility seed too. Alright, great. That's probably the first item now that I've seen that this thief is stolen. After battle, she has a chance of getting items from enemies. Let's just expel. I have needle. I should have equipped the barrette I just picked up. Well. So I grabbed the barrette in that treasure chest. I'm going to equip it on the thief now. Yeah. I also want the whip on for this battle. Menu a little slow. But that's okay. Great. Oh, Mangetsu, so that's pretty useless. Let's start distributing some stuff. I want the sword to go on the hero. Your bag is full, right? Your bag is... Well, let's try for the agility seed. Your bag is not full. Yeah, why don't I stuff the rest of these in the bag and be done with the warrior? Okay, great. Mr. Warrior's done. He's gonna be sitting on the bench for a while. Ow! The Sky Dragon has this very strong fire breath, does up to 40 damage. I can expel them 100%, but if I have the whips equipped, I'm gonna go ahead and just kill them. They're 266 XP apiece, which is not trivial. And they have a Life Force Nut drop chance, so those increase your max HP. If you've been noticing, I've been picking some of them up, and I've been stashing them away. Wow, another ambush by metal slimes. Thanks. Also getting fire baned. I've got extra powder. Let's roll the dice a little bit. Get him. Miss. Nakata. That failed. Ah, that also failed. Oh, horrible luck. Well, there goes 3 powder for nothing. But, that's why we bought extras. It's fine. We've been doing pretty well so far, so it's definitely not a problem. Kind of a dud fight, though. Much disappointment. Maybe if I didn't get ambushed so much up here. Hey. Meta? Nope, no meta. Spell removes the dragon. Hopefully the whip deals with as many of these as possible. And the bolt staff has 75% chance to hit. So, hoping to see at least 2 more of these moths disappear before the end of the turn. Hey, look at that. Getting hit one more time. Right, next fight. Oh, they didn't see me, so I'll take the free flea. So, as you can tell, this is a part of the run that's pretty heavily influenced by RNG. Let me do that differently. Obviously, the dream scenario is to come up here and see big fights with lots of medals that stick around, but the reality is that doesn't really happen all that often. You really have to know how to manage all these different scenarios, especially, nice 2 damage. Battles that don't have metal slimes in them. You gotta handle those just as efficiently as you handle the metal slime fights, so... Maybe another powder there would have been helpful, but oh, I don't know if I already took 2 damage on him. Maybe not. So I'm switching weapons back and forth a lot on the Thief, and I'll be doing that a little bit on the Hero as well. The sword is more efficient at fighting metal slimes than the whip is, for a couple of reasons. The critical hit is part of it, but they also are much more... The targeting is better. The whip always attacks the thing on the left. Whereas the sword will always... Oh, weapon swap fail. I was just saying that I'm switching my weapons back and forth a lot, and one of the keys to doing well in this section is keeping track of which weapon you have. He says, as he fails and has the wrong weapon equipped. That's okay. Get a little bit of revenge here. Hey, Metal Slime, where are you? Oh, here are some Metal Slimes. Nice to see you. Want Expel early? The that's not confused. That's a fail. The confused Metal Slimes are going to attack the Sky Dragon. Wow, that failed too. Like 4 in a row now. Come on now. Situation's getting a little more dire. They'll always prefer to target other groups, so until the Sky Dragon disappears, they're always going to fight him. Now that the Sky Dragon's gone, these guy's going to fight his friends. Mara, not helpful. Oh, Needle helpful. Looks like I'm gonna get 2. Which I guess is okay. Kinda wanted more than 2 in that fight, but... Moth powder be failing. 75%. Not so good right now. Well, we're level 17. We're moving along. Definitely cooled off a little bit, but... Maybe we'll get some more metal slimes in this encounter. Okay, good. Good. Alright, great. All 4 metal slimes outturned me, but they stayed here. We tagged the Garuda, that's guaranteed confusion, so he's gonna start fighting metal slimes. Firebane would be bad. Anything out, like the attack usually... Firebane. Attack usually kills one for me. No good there. Oops. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I have sword still. Let's go ahead and fight metals. Firebane again, buddy, what are you doing? You gotta help me out. You're supposed to kill your friends for me. Nope, they're all disappearing now. Thanks. Wow. We were doing so well earlier, and then... Okay, well... That's too bad. It's fine. Only killed one on that for 2 powder again. That's not great. Lost 2 opportunities because the Garuda just decided to use Firebane instead of attacking. Hey there, yes, that's because this is the Super Famicom Remake version. That's why it looks like an SNES game, is because it is an SNES game. This is actually built on the Dragon Quest VI engine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, it's not a metal slime, but it's a sky dragon. Alright, let's look for metal. Oh, baby. 7 times metal without the dragon. This is the best fight. I can just throw 3 moth powder. Fail? Why so much fail? On the big fights. Oh, wow, now they're all disappearing. Whoa! I can't believe I just failed 2 more moth powders. Oh my god. That's horrible. That's horrible. Okay, well, if I can still pick up these 3... No, B's not helping me. Come on, buddy. Gotta help me. Kill your friend, please. Kill him. Kill him! Thank you. Alright, now get him. Alright, well... That wasn't great, but that wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be. Okay. Well, the thief learned to spell tiptoe, shinobiashi. That's going to be very helpful later. It's going to lower my encounter rate. I don't want to use it now. I'm looking for fights, but you'll see later on it's going to get used a lot. Like, over and over and over and over again later. But, hey now. There you go. Fail? What is this moth powder fail nonsense? All day. My moth powder be failing. We'll kill him anyway. Okay, whip. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Pick up 2 more, but looks like the thief's out of powder. That's totally fine. There's a ton more in the bag, so stock up. Hero needs some too. Looks like he's down to 1. Alright. Good. Here's a metal. Yeah, let's do this. Good. If I confuse the metal slime and I'm quick enough here, I gotta be a little careful. Because he's going to attack the moth. He might actually kill it pretty quickly, and I got to be careful about that. So I got to make every effort to try and kill him quickly. Because he might run away this turn. Good, got him. Alright, Thief's level 19, 1 level to go. That's about 7,000 more XP. Did I get more useless items? Mangetsu so? Okay, yeah, throw that away. Alright, oh! Big fight. Let's see if we can't get a lot on this one this time, come on. Come on, let's see some moves. There's the mage. She's supposed to be the slowest in my party right now. Nakata. That didn't work. That didn't help much either. Yeah, needle, powder, 1 more needle. 4 here, not confused. There are 4 others that are not confused, pal. Goodness. So many big fights, and I couldn't get squat in any of them. I killed none. I killed nothing there. No. Why? What did I do to deserve this? Oh, they're back. They're teasing me now. What is this? Come on. Let's go. Seven metal, throw 3 powder, and you kill none. That's ridiculous. Okay, well we got 2 down. Well, he's gone. Thanks. Yeah, I still have... Yeah, alright. Stay! Kill him! Come on! Oh, fine. The needle at least killed that one. Goodness. Oh, tough grind. Seeing lots of slimes, but I'm losing a lot of powder. It's okay. It'll be fine. Hold on. That's not quite helpful. Guess we'll have to do it like this. Okay. Good. Ow. 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 Okay, good. The one that hasn't gone yet is confused. That's good. Okay, 2 damage is good. Let's give me a high chance of killing this guy here. Come on. Go, go, go. Okay. Okay, good. Kill C for me and I'd be really happy. Oh, he tried. Alright. Good fight. Firebane yourself. Thank you. Happy about that. Something satisfying about getting him to hit himself like that. Makes it pretty convenient to finish him off, too. Alright, level 20, there we go. Cool. Well, it did warm up there at the end a little bit. Alright, we're done here in the tower. I'm gonna grab this. It's the Book of Zen. You need this to job change into a sage if you're not a goof off. And we need this to job change to sage without being a goof off. Kenja, the sage. So the sage is sort of a balance of the mage and cleric. She learns the spells of both lines. She also has some decent weapon and armor options. Not the highest, but pretty reasonable. So this is going to be my main healing and support character for the second half of the game. She's inherited half of her agility from when she was a thief, so she's naturally quite fast. And she's going to learn some healing and support magics from both lines of spells. Generally speaking, I'm going to slap the meteorite armband on her for the second half, and she's going to outrun basically everybody. I'm pretty much counting on her to outturn practically every monster and boss I come across. And if I don't, I'm sometimes in trouble. We're stopping Moore here. There's not too much to do, although if I wanted to restock on supplies, now would be a good time to do it. I think I'll be fine. Extra life force nuts hidden there. I'm going to grab those. I'm going to be saving all of these life force nuts up to the very end of the game. Right before Zoma, I'm going to see who in my party needs HP the most. And I'm going to give them the life force nuts, or distribute them appropriately. I'm not really going to know until I get all the way to the end of the game. And the life force nuts actually sort of lose their effectiveness the sooner you use them. So to get the maximum value, it's really going to be beneficial for us to save them all up. See who needs them right before Zoma, feed them all away, and then hope we win. Alright, here's the ultimate key. We needed the drive ace for, and we're going to do some other menu stuff. Clean up you. You don't equip it. Distribute the rest of the moth powder. Looks like I have enough. If you have enough to fill your bag, and then I have 2 more... Oh, you have none, huh? Well, it should still be fine. Take 1 more. There should be the hero ring. That's going to go to the hero, but he doesn't equip it yet. We'll equip it later. And now we're going back to Dama. So we're going back into the tower. The level grinding is not done yet. I need to job change 1 more time. I'm going to be job changing the mage this time. Now the job change requirement's level 20, but I want to make sure I job change after I learn a particular spell. Baikiruto in Japanese, or Baikill spell. This is an attack power increasing spell that is extremely useful. Not only is it going to make a lot of boss battles a lot faster, it's going to make some of them like practically doable at all. Baramos in particular is extremely hard without this spell. Now, Bykill, the mage won't start learning Bykill until level 21. And I mean start learning. Because when she reaches level 21, it's a coin flip as to whether or not she learns Bykill. And if she reaches level 22 and she doesn't already know Bykill, again, it's a coin flip whether or not she learns it. So on and so on and so forth, all the way up in perpetuity. So there is actually literally no guarantee that I can ever actually learn Bykill at a particular level. However, we've got a little bit of a strategy for that. My goal here for this grind is actually not to reach level 21, it's to reach level 20 and get really, really close to level 21. Then I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to fight some chump monster and see if I learn Bykill or not. If I do, great, I can continue on, and if I don't, well, I'll just tap the reset button down there and we'll fight one more chum. And it'll be way, way more efficient than just continually flipping the Bykill coin until you lose your mind, run out of moth powder, and can't grind efficiently anymore. I see there's a remark in the chat about how well I can speak Japanese. I'd actually like to point out that I really don't speak Japanese very well, and to not let that discourage you from learning a game or trying a game out like this. I can read the phonetics quite well. Most of the menus and the text and stuff is in phonetics. The dialogue uses lots of kanji that I basically can't read at all, but honestly, a lot of what I can read is because I can pronounce the phonetics, and because I understand the words because of their context in Dragon Quest, sadly. I did study a little bit of Japanese, and I can speak a little bit, but really to call myself fluent would be very much a lie. That being said, I know enough to get my way around this game, and to be honest, if you want to be really fast, you're going to need to have some muscle memory anyway, so it doesn't matter what language it's in. Killed off Mr. Warrior, as you saw earlier. Killing characters means everyone else gets more points, so... Hero already learned Stop Spell, I made sure of that, and then everyone else is going to start earning a lot more here, the ladies. The other part of this grind is Sage is also leveling up and learning a whole bunch of really cool spells. She needs to learn Heal more at level 14. Ooh, Snowstorm. Cool. I was keeping an eye out there when the mage reached level 20. She learned Hyaruko. This is the Snowstorm spell. It's actually very helpful at dealing with encounters here, as well as in the Edinburgh region, which is a good option for calibrating my experience at the end of this grind. Whip, yes. Bolt Staff is acceptable here. Alright, so I've moved some accessories around. The hero's got the hero ring equipped. He's going to be wearing that the rest of the game. I'm counting on him to do as much damage to enemies, especially bosses, as possible, basically, for the rest of the run. And that's going to be his primary job. I've got the meteorite on the mage right now, so she's going to be pretty quick. Hopefully deal with a lot of these enemies or throw moth powder where I need it. This is kind of a jump fight, but it's okay. I'll use Hyaruko to get the moths here while I confuse a Garuda. Hopefully the Garuda will kill Metal Slime for me. If I can kill the moths before he goes... Nope. Oh, he went after metal anyway. Got 2 damage. Not bad. I think a moth powder here. I think it's great. Great. Look at how great it was. Nice. It was actually unnecessary, but cool. It ensured that he wasn't going anywhere that turn, or in future turns. The Garuda just happened to outturn him and kill him, which is pretty great. Ooh, 4,000. We're not there yet, but we're pretty close. Level 13. 43. Okay. We want to hunt one more Metal Slime, and that's it. I just want to hunt one Metal Slime and nothing else. Can I do that? Well, let's not use moth powder yet. We might accidentally kill too many. Why don't I? Well, maybe if I wanted to be safe, maybe I could have enforced definitely getting one. I think I'm just gonna try and get one the old-fashioned way. Okay. Cool. Okay. Go away. Shoo. That feeling when you want the metal slime to run away. And he never, ever, ever will. I've seen these guys run out of MP before trying to get him to run away, and they won't do it. There he goes. Great. So I'm going to level 14, but not level 21. Hey, great. We did it. And I need to check my XP again, actually. Yeah, no, this is actually very sweet. Nice spot. $251 XP, that's not very much. Cool, so we're gonna save the game here. Yes. And I'm gonna hang out outside of town and I'm gonna grind some fight. Hopefully I got 250 XP. I don't think I need to go anywhere else. This is pretty, Oh, got the sword equipped. Should be fine. Bike kill? Did we learn it? Bike kill? Oh, first try by Kiruto. Okay, great. We're ready to move on the first half. Hour 30 minutes is my time so far. That is actually a pretty good first half time, and I could finish sub 3 from here. Could. I'm not saying I will, and I'm going to play pretty safely, so we'll see what happens. Okay. So we changed her to a soldier now, and we're ready to move on. Bahrata. Yeah, I sort of answered that question before. It's a little bit of both as far as whether I can read Japanese or if I'm just doing menu positions. And it really is sort of both. I can read a little bit because there are random item drops and other things that are different about the run every time that I need to know some. But at the same time, if I want any kind of speed or consistency or efficiency, I also have to just know where things are. So I can read enough to get through in Dragon Quest. But, oh, Lancelbow. These are weak enemies, as I recall. Fairly weak. The Japanese text for the spell is Baikiruto. I think they went with the literal by-kill translation there in the original version. It's called Twin Hits in Dragon Warrior 7 for PSX. I'm not sure if there are other versions it was also called Twin Hits, but I believe that's the case. It was called Twin Hits in that game. It's a attack power doubling spell, so it doubles your ability to kill things, hey? Alright, so that's the Shinobiyashi spell, Tiptoe. And as I said, as I promised earlier, I'm basically going to be using this everywhere all the time. This is a spell that the thief learned and she keeps as a sage. And it costs 0 MP, it can be used anywhere at any time, as long as she's alive. And it reduces the rate at which the depletion counter counts down, that number that determines when I get a random battle. Wow, that was a long walk. Very lucky. So as a result, combined with the fact that going up and down stairs like this resets that depletion number, the encounter threat number, I can go large amounts of time in many dungeons without seeing battles at all, and it cuts down the number of encounters drastically throughout the rest of this run. And we are going to probably see a few monsters in here in Gaia's Navel. This is a dungeon I've come here with just the Sage. You have to go with one character. The Sage, as I said, has Tiptoe, Shinobiyashi. We're just going to use that like crazy and walk through here with no problem. If I do take any kind of appreciable damage, she has Heal More, and I'll just heal her. Little statues here telling me to turn back, but I can't understand them, so I'm going to ignore them. Very quick trip through Gaia's Navel here. We've come here, I picked up that suit of armor in there, the Terra armor. It's pretty good. I'm going to use it for a little bit, but we're also going to sell it for like 9,000 gold, so. Alright, here's the blue orb. another orb. We got 2 now. The other chest there on the left is a tiny medal. The collectibles in this version that you can get to trade for prizes, but none of the prizes are very good for our speedrun, so we don't get the tiny medals. The tiny medals are a tiny waste of time. Alright, well, we went through Gaia's Navel and recovered the blue orb. That's 2. As I said, we need 6 colored orbs to resurrect Ramia and fight Baramos. So now that I'm all level grinded up, basically, that's it. We're not going to be stopping to level grind anymore. It's going to be a clear shot from here through the rest of the game. I'll be earning experience points along the way for the monsters I fight, especially the bosses. But that's really it. It's going to be pretty fast-paced from here, so get ready. We're going to be reviving the boys here. They were so kind as to sit this one out and let the ladies soak up all the metal slime XP. I think they're a little under-leveled, both of them. I mean, I did hero at 18 instead of 19. But he already had stop spell, so it's fine. Oops. Tiptoe armor to Mr. Warrior. Great. Okay, so we're going to head south here to Tadon. Leaving from Portoga to Tadon, it's going to be nighttime, and that's important because this town changes very much from nighttime to between night and day. Oh, Enka. Kind of a silly fight there. Whatever. Alright, so stop here for a little bit of a safety option here, this magical skirt. I'm doing Assassin Dagger, I'm not worried about gold. Alright, here in Tadon, at nighttime you have to talk to this guy while he's alive at night, and he'll give me the green orb. But as you see, I also need the final key, but we already got that, so great. We got the green orb now, that's 3, we're halfway done. I'm also going to be staying at the inn here. Tadon is a ghost town, so at night everybody's, you know, alive and up and about, but fortunately Baramos' evil curse, he ruined this town a long time ago. We're going to come up here. I can't come up here during nighttime, but during the day I can sneak up here and grab this thing, the darkness lamp. This is, this is a pretty handy item. I can use it on the overworld or in any town to make it, if it's daytime, to make it night. What this does is it's helpful for a couple of story triggers, but wow, what an early fight. But it also works as an encounter cancel, one of those transitions. So I'm going to be using it at certain spots in the overworld to decrease my chances of getting fights. It seems kind of strange, but yeah, it's going to be helpful for reducing my encounter rate if it's used properly. Now, if I get battles before I want to use it, it's not going to be helpful, but you know, Mage Warrior, leveling up. Oh, he was level 14. He wasn't under-leveled. He's fine. He's 15. Okay, so that was an awfully early fight, but we'll take the XP from it. Not a problem. Moving along. It's just extra hit points for boss troll, and I'm going to gain these levels soon anyway, so that's good. Alright, so with the final key, we can go through this shrine, and this will take us to the Samanosa continent. Monsters here are fairly strong, but really only the low HP Mage Warrior should be in any real danger. She just changed classes, so her HP dropped. Wow. It's a fight here. Never mind, it's not a fight here. Cast Tiptoe again. You'll be seeing me cast Tiptoe, and very specifically, when Tiptoe expires, you get this little dialogue pop-up that says it expired. This isn't a problem, we just recast it again, but that pop-up dialogue actually takes a little bit of time. So the ideal strategy is actually to cast Tiptoe again right before it expires. So I actually have memorized all of the different positions where I need to cast Tiptoe as I walk around, so that it will never expire. Or sometimes it'll expire in a town where it doesn't matter. That's okay. So we're using the lamp there in those spots to cut down on my encounter rate. Using Tiptoe again before I come in here in the cave. That'll make sure it lasts all the way through. Ra's mirror is hidden in here, and I need this to fight the boss troll. This is all starting the quest chain for the silver orb. The silver orb is probably the last orb that most players would collect casually. Its quest chain is the longest and has the highest level monsters. But it also has some pretty cool weapons and armor that I can get access to early by doing it first. Well, not first, but earlier. So there we go, that's it. That's all we gotta do in this cave. Ra's mirror, we recovered it, and now we're gone. And I'm going to stop in here for a little bit of bonus. This is some optional stuff that I'm going to be taking for safety. And in here... Nope, squeaky chair. And we're going to buy... Oops, medical herbs. Chimera wings. Okay, great. I think I'll grab the Tempest Shield too, why not? Alright, so stashed away here, again, hidden behind a jail door, you need ultimate key. Some treasure here, this is the Assassin Dagger. Assassin Dagger. And here, this is the Tempest Shield. Ujin no Tate. Alright, cool. Now we're ready to go to Samanosa. Alright, so there's a couple more stat seeds hidden here. I'll be grabbing these. There's an agility. And inside this house is a strength seed. We're going to be force-feeding the hero these strength seeds pretty soon. And then, as I said, the agility ones I'm going to hold on to just a little longer. Okay, so I'm going to do a whole bunch more buying and selling. Another little menu boss here. Assassin Dagger, sell. Ujin no Tate, sell. Magic Shield. Magic Shield. Oops. Party dress. I'm looking for 20,300 gold. The whip should be in here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, need just a little more. That'll do. I'm buying the Zombie Killer Sword. This is pretty strong. I'm going to use it for most of the run. And 3 of these Dragon Shields. Dragon Shield not only has high defense power, but gives a built-in 25% damage from Fire Breath attacks. This is extremely powerful, and everybody's going to get them, except for the Sage. Unfortunately, she's not to equip them. So, this is going to cut down my damage from Orochi's Fire Breath coming up, but also Baramosa is a very powerful Fire Breath, so cutting it down to 25 or down to 75% of its effectiveness is quite a big deal. Maybe you can tell I don't actually have a lot of healing options. I've got this Sage who knows heal more, but that's the most powerful healing spell I've got, and is basically the most powerful healing spell I'm going to get for a very long time. Well, healing spell? It's probably the most powerful healing spell I'm going to get. Period. We'll get the Sage's Stone near the end of the game, and that's of course more powerful, but not really a spell, is it? Alright, so we've come here at night to fight the boss troll. I've got Ra's mirror so I can break his illusion. Party reorder. Thank you. Strength Seed, nice 3. 2 not bad. Ra's mirror. Okay, so this fight has a very cool, very interesting setup here. I'm going to start by using Stop Spell on him and start increasing my defense power. He's got a scripted AI, and he's going to cast defense here on this turn to lower my defense power. This is really bad. I don't want him to do that. So I'm using Stop Spell on him. Good. So he won't cast that anymore. Now he has that reach back attack. That's a critical attack. That's very dangerous. It ignores my defense power. So even though I'm cranking up my defense power a million times, well, 6 times to be exact, the critical hits are still very dangerous. Okay, good. Oops. That was a bad turbo slip. I'm supposed to be safe this turn. Alright, well, be safe. Alright, now I'm going to use By-Kill on the boss troll. Good. By-Kill doubles your attack power, but also supersedes your ability to score critical hits. So now boss troll's attack power is super high, But my defense power is super high, so it sort of balances out. Also, like I said, he loses his ability to crit. Now the damage in this fight is very stable, and will be very, very fine, unless I get outturned like a goof. Alright, good, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to be trying Sap here. It's, I think, 25% effective. If I land it, it's a huge speed up in the fight, but if I can't, then I can't. I have to heal in this case, so, you know, try not to die. Ow. That's another pretty big hit on the Sage. Oops. Give some medical herbs to the mage. I'm going to try and use that to heal some so that I can keep using Sap, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. This fight takes a while when you don't land Sap, but there's nothing I can do about it, and the chance is not very good. I said. Wow, jeez. Rude. Having to heal a lot here, but that's okay. Nice and slow. Yeah, that's fine. If Sap lands, this fight will be a wrap, but it doesn't look like it's gonna hit. I think I'm gonna attack from here. Wow, never mind. I have to heal again. He's doing a lot of damage, even though I've increased my defense power sufficiently. He's still... Oh, I guess the hero is missing a little bit, but... Oops, I guess attacking is not very helpful. Oh, look, he died. Great, it's over. Woo! Well, it took a while without Sap, but that's the way it goes when it doesn't work. Wow, he dropped something? What the heck does he drop? Strength Seed? Is that what it is? I think I swear I've seen him drop something before. What the heck was that? Well, he drops the Change Rod here. We need that. Important quest item. What the heck did I get? Yeah, Chicata Miltane. Okay, well, I'll take an extra point of strength, I guess. Holy Water. Kazaf. Okay. Items are arranged a little differently there. Okay, cool. Boss Troll's been defeated and we recovered the Change Rod. This is an important quest item I need to get to... Well, I need this to get the Sailor's Bone so that I can get onto the Phantom Ship, etc. But it also has a secondary purpose here, and we're going to pay a visit to the Elf Town. Sorry for any of my fans out there who are hoping for Elf Town cut. No. Nope. Not tonight. I'm going to use this Change Rod until I transform either into a dwarf or a slime. The elf shopkeeper here won't sell to humans, but if I transform myself either into a dwarf or a cute monster, then she will sell to me, and she has some pretty cool items that I can't get anywhere else. There we go, there's dwarf. So I sell my steel whip, my Terra armor, and I'm gonna get a lot of gold. I want more gold than those. More gold now is just sort of luxury. I'm gonna get some extra prayer rings with this gold. Okay, I think this is good. We're gonna buy 2 of these sleep staves. These are really powerful. They let characters that don't normally have the sleep spell use sleep. So we're gonna grab a couple of those, and we're gonna grab 3 prayer rings, so that's cool. And I'm gonna move some items around here really quickly. Okay, good. Now we're ready to proceed on with the quest. I'm done with the Change Rod. Unfortunately, buying prayer rings there is kind of a one-time thing. Once I trade away the Change Rod, I can't get another one very easily. There are ways to get other Change Rods, but I'm not going to get another one very easily, and so my ability to shop here is kind of limited, so I stocked up on prayer rings while I could. Buying 2 is considered like the minimum for any kind of comfort, so getting a 3rd one there should be a little bonus. We're going to grab 2 more along the way, one hidden in Baramos' castle and another one in Zoma's, right near the end of the game. Come up to this guy here living in this shack in the middle of nowhere. And I'm going to give him the Sailor's Bone. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm giving him the Change Rod. He's giving me the Sailor's Bone. And oops. I need this to spawn this Phantom Ship here. It always appears in the same place, though, once it spawns and starts moving around randomly. The Sailor's Bone tells you which way to go, but it always starts in the same spot, right near Romilly. Hey, come back here. Come back here. Rude! Sail away from me. Okay, great. Moving right along here, we're gonna grab... Hey, Shrink Seed. What do you know? And this thing here is a quest item. The lovely memories, the lovely keepsake, the lovely rock. Okay. Now that we've got that, we're gonna move on to the next part. This is a quest item that's required to break Olivia's curse. Down here at Cape Olivia, you can't proceed unless you use this item. Once I do, I can get onto the shrine here that has the Gaia Sword hidden on it. I need the Gaia Sword to progress. That's the actual item that I actually need. So to get through the Necrogond and get the Silver Orb, I need the Gaia Sword, and I need the lovely memories to get the Gaia Sword, and I needed the Sailor's Bone to get the lovely memories, and I needed the Change Rod to get the Sailor's Bone, and I needed the Ra's Mirror and defeat the boss troll to get that. So wow, this encounter rate, look at that. Anyway, so that's the whole chart here, so to speak. Doesn't look like the darkness lamp is going to help. Even if I used it back there, wow. I think I'll take Safety Leaf, so why don't I just... Lamp. Yeah, I should have used it then. Oh well. This isn't helping me with encounters, and I'm gonna get an encounter on the overworld anyway, but this will at least let me use the lamp again later. This is also a little bit of a backup strategy. Oops, one more. Excuse me. Go grab the World Tree Leaf. Oh. Oh. Oh, we did almost make it back. That's kind of funny. Metal Slimes! Actually, I don't want to fight them. That feeling when run away from Metal Slime. It's kind of a waste of time for me to sit there and fight them. I can't fight them efficiently, the poison needles are gone, and I don't have any moth powder or anything really to help me fight them. It's just going to be a big old fat waste of time. I know it looks exciting, it's not really. But we got the World Tree Leaf. This lets me revive a character one time. Now I can always... Excuse me. I can always go back to the World Tree and get another leaf, and I'll be utilizing that as I use it. But I can only hold one at a time from the World Tree itself. I'll be getting another one actually in Zoma's Castle. But these are a consumable item that let me revive one character back to life one time, back to full life. And then I gotta go get another one. So this is extremely helpful as I'm not going to be getting access to a revive spell. My party's levels are not going to be at the point where I even learn Vivify, like the bad revive spell. No, we don't get that. Dying is horrifically bad near the end of the game, and our World Tree Leaves are basically band-aids to fix it when it goes wrong, but they're very limited in supply, so pretty soon it'll be pretty serious. But for now, getting the World Tree Leaf, a little bit of a backup. Normally I would wait to get it a little bit later when I have Ramia. It's a little bit more efficient. But grabbing it there is not bad at all. And it's going to be handy in case something goes wrong between now and Baramos. Oh, battle here. I was going to lamp, but I need to lamp sooner rather than later. Thinking about what to do here. Maybe I can get to the corner there. Lamp. Not too far in, but okay. Alright, so the Gaia Sword here in the volcano causes it to erupt, and this is going to let me pass after the molten Doritos. Cool. Oh. Okay. take care of a couple more management things here. Reorder the party, you, and tidy your bag. Oh, never mind, another battle really early on as soon as I get in here, and it's a bunch of stinky ice clouds. These guys are pretty rough. They're supposed to be pretty vulnerable to sleep, although I just whiffed 3 times. That's great. Alright, attacking is good. Attacking is great. Go to sleep now. Oh wow, Nakata like crazy. Yeah. I really need you to go to sleep. Where's my sage? We sold most of my good weapons, and there's a good reason for that. I'm going to be acquiring better weapons very shortly. So fighting enemies here is not generally very easy. I've prepared a strategies wherein I'll basically be disabling enemies and then running away, at least until later. I guess I'll use the lamp now. That's an encounter reset. It's still a pretty long walk through the forest here to the entrance of the cave, but maybe? Okay, not too bad. Great, so we're here in the Necrogond, and this is one of the dungeons in particular that Tiptoe just absolutely destroys. The encounter rate on this particular floor of the dungeon is already very low because it's a very large and maze-like floor. Combined with the Tiptoe effect, the encounter rate is practically 0. I have to walk around for a very long time before I get a battle, typically. Allowing me to easily recover this Thunder Sword and Blade Armor, which I'll distribute now. Thunder Sword goes to the hero. And the Sword Edge Armor, Blade Armor, that's going to the warrior. The Blade Armor is special armor that... Oh, here's a fight. Boy. It causes enemies, when they attack him with physical attacks, they reflect half of the damage that they dealt, rounded up, +1, back onto themselves. So, while this is going to contribute marginally to damage throughout many of these boss battles, it's going to become actually extremely important for Zoma. Zoma is actually going to accumulate a large amount of damage on himself just from Blade Armor. Wow, this encounter rate. Please. I was just saying about how, like, easy this dungeon is with Tiptoe, but I'm getting all these fights. These unexpected places. Great. That was early enough. Am I getting a second fight here? The encounter rate's a little more normal on this floor. No? Okay. I guess one fight there is actually not a big deal. Whee! Gonna jump in the hole here. Do 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 do. Yep. This is the last floor of the dungeon. This is a very large dungeon and floor, and actually, I'm guaranteed at least one encounter on this floor. 2 is not unusual, but hoping for just 1. Oops, if I go the right way. I don't care to fight these guys, we'll just run. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Looks like we made it through the Necrogond. Easy, easy. Alright, this guy's so grateful we made it here, he's gonna give me the silver orb, just like that. Great. Easy. Okay. We're gonna make a quick pit stop over here at Samanosa. We did spend a fair bit of MP in that whole Necrogond situation. So I'll just recover all my HP and MP and I'll be all set. Then off to Jipangu. So with a silver orb in hand, that's 4 orbs. I need the purple orb and the yellow orb left. The purple orb is here, guarded by the Orochi, Yamato no Orochi. So we're gonna head down here. This is a 2-part boss battle. The first part, a little bit easier, generally speaking. The second form, the first form may attack once or twice per turn. And also has a chance of falling asleep if I use sleep on it. The second form always acts twice per turn and can never fall asleep. But, oh, where am I going? So I'm going to start, set up with Manusa. This is the surround spell. This is apparently going to fail. But it's supposed to lower his accuracy. We're going to try that again. Okay, there we go. I got hit anyway, but it's totally fine. Single act. Then I'm going to use the sap spell. Also failing. Come on. Double axe, nice dodge. I'm gonna have to... You know what, I don't like that. It's just sap and defend. That's way better than healing. There we go, there's the sap. So I've stripped this boss of all of its defense power. I've doubled the attack power of my best fighters. No, this fight will not last long. Oops, I should not have tried while I was still missing health. It looks like I'll be fine. I'll catch the strong breath, but I'll just heal next turn. Kind of forgot her HP. I'm trying the sleep staff here. If it works, it's great. It's free turns. But it doesn't have a particularly high success rate. Alright. Easy. It's usually a pretty straightforward fight. And it drops the Kusanagi sword. Orochi sword. This I'm going to pass to the mage warrior. She actually doesn't have a weapon yet. Or maybe she has the stick. Either way, it's going to be a decent upgrade. And she'll join in the attacking for the next fight. Kusanagi no Ken. And how much MP do I have? 26, so use the prayer ring. Ooh, 34, that's a lot. So these prayer rings can be used to recover MP. They can be used as many times as you like. Each time you recover somewhere between, I think, 10 and 36 MP or something like that. And each time you use it as a chance of breaking. Once it breaks, it's gone. Not coming back. Alright, so I really don't want to break these things yet. Oops, I did not want to attack. Blah. Bad turbo again. It's a tool. Be careful with it. Okay. Let's try using Bi-Kill this time. A. Also taking a fair bit of damage, but I'm going with Sap. You should be fine. Yikes. You're fine. Hang in there. You were supposed to miss, though. Okay. It's a strong breath attack. Sometimes this Orochi also has a weak breath attack that it sometimes selects as one of its actions. Does very little damage. Okay, last Bi-Kill, and then we should be all set. Strong breath. Strong breath. Oh boy. A little bit sketchy here. I have to defend with some of my characters while I wait it out. You're supposed to... Oh my goodness. This is pretty risky, but I've got to push. I've taken tons of strong breaths. Why won't you miss? I swear I used surround. Fine. The warrior's dead. Whatever. See how much I care right now. It'll be fine. It's still going to be better to recover with the World Tree Leaf. Short answer... yeah, I think it is, actually. In fact, why don't I use it now? Use PO. And then the leaf. Attack. Okay. The fight should be over. I'm not worried about that part of it. Okay. There. This will just fix everything. I won't have the leaf for the dealer, but whatever. That's the sacrifice I'm willing to make right now to get the XP and the recovery situation just fixed. I don't want to end up in some situation where somebody's not in the right condition for Baramos. Tends to happen when someone's dead at that part. Okay, great. Orochi was defeated. That was a pretty rude Orochi too. We got no weak breaths and none of the physical attacks missed. Hold on, I actually want a menu. I know it looks the same, but I want a menu right there. Alright, we're staying at the inn. Now we have 5 orbs. It's time to get the last one, the yellow orb. If you remember in the very beginning when we made party members, I made a dealer. It's time for Dealer-chan's time to shine. Now we're going to deposit Mr. Warrior here in the friend bank. Deposit Warrior, yes. And we're going to withdraw the dealer. Alright, now we're going to sail to the player-built town, and we're going to pray we don't get any battles with monsters. If we see any monsters, this level 1 dealer is not long for the world, and I cannot hand over a coffin. So... Oh, crud. Land battle. Boggy is super dangerous. You're going to die. I made a mistake, didn't I? Oh, 7 damage. That's not actually dead. Wait. Come on. You can do it. Get out of here. Don't kill me. Triple run fail. All the ridiculous times to triple run fail. I'm going to die to Boggy now. Yep. Wow. We were so close. Oh my god. It happened. We got killed. Well, guess what? We're going back to Kazav and... Wish we had that leaf, but no. No leaf. And we're gonna revive the dealer. And... Pretty crummy. Yeah. Where am I going again? Portoga. I wanted to cast Tiptoe again, that's what I wanted to do. Don't move. Cast Tiptoe. Okay. We're gonna try that again. And we're gonna keep trying this until we don't triple run fail and die. I mean, you're not supposed to see monsters at all, but... Hey, dealer died, and I didn't have the leaf. I went and got the leaf, too. That's the funny part. I used it. Oh well. This is a battle in the exact same spot, in the exact same tile. Oh my god. Yeah, you can use Rura to escape these fights, but you end up back in Aliahan anyway, so... Oh my god, stop. Leave me alone. For the love of... Okay, praise Rubus, we made it here. The dealer intact. Alright, so I'm going to proceed to trigger this a bunch of times to build the town really fast. Now, there are some other triggers that have to be satisfied, some other event flags. The thing is, I've actually already triggered all of them. I think one of them is to defeat the Orochi, one of them is to defeat the boss troll, and I forget what the other one is. But it doesn't matter. We're all done. I think it's actually the blue orb from Gaia's Navel. Oops. Praying doesn't do anything when you're at full MP, thankfully. And it won't break itself either. Okay, great. Yeah, no, we managed to avoid limbo in that encounter, Mario. I still can't believe that's something that actually happened. I've seen them try to hit me with it too, which is even more absurd. But the fact that it actually happened to Tonic one time I saw it, I was actually like mind blown by that. I was like, of all the ridiculous things that could possibly happen in this game, that ranks very highly among them. Encountering the Mad Condor when you have your dealer and she gets hit by Limbo. What a world. Well, it wasn't easy. We eventually got the dealer to the dealer town and threw her in jail and got the yellow orb. Great. We're going to take all of our orbs here. We're going to do some little fancy menuing here. I'm going to tidy my bags, put away unequipped items, and I'm also going to sort the items in my bag by type. This groups all of the orbs together here. Usually pretty conveniently right here on the bottom of my bag too, so check it out. Cursor memory just picks up right where it left off, and I can menu all of these in order. The order doesn't matter, but it's just really easy to do it like this. Whee! Okay, and now we're done. Now this Ramia cutscene is a very brief cutscene. If you've been paying attention to this run, it's basically been moving non-stop since we started, and this is actually the longest cutscene that I get. So it's pretty customary, pretty much tradition around here. We use this as our stretch break. I am going to take a very brief break. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We're going to hatch Ramia, and then Baramos is next, so don't go anywhere. Alright, unmute myself as I get back here. Okay, great, we've hatched Ramia. These are agility seeds. I'm going to get some for mage here. That's the spider web, I don't want to use that. I'm going to use this. And then we're going to go to Dharma. Cool. Alright, we're approaching the end of our quest. We have Ramia, and I have all of the things I need, pretty much, to go face Baramos, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of our journey, right? So, really quickly, we're gonna come up here and grab another World Tree Leaf. The World Tree Leaf. Okay, World Tree Leaf. Back on the bird. We're gonna come up here north. We're gonna stop by this castle up here. It's surrounded by mountains, so obviously couldn't get here any other way. We're gonna stop in here. This is the Dragon Queen's castle. She's going to give me a very important item, the Orb of Light. Ikari no Tama. And this is going to be very, very useful. While technically it is not strictly necessary to defeat Zoma, it reduces Zoma's power drastically. Before using the Light Orb, he's practically impossible, especially at the levels I'm going to be. Orb of Light is going to make Zoma actually a manageable battle, so yeah, kind of need it. Okay, great. We're going to pick up Mr. Warrior. He's had a nice little nap. Join up the party. And I'm going to do some menus. I should have some stabs in my bag. The sleep stabs. Going to give one to Miss Warrior, one to Mr. Warrior. I'm going to get the Miss Staff as well. I'm going to take a safety save here. This is an option I like to take. Baramos is a fairly dangerous battle, and recovering will be fairly straightforward now by resetting. If I die multiple times, it's not really efficient, but alright, back on the bird. It's off to Baramos' castle. Baramos, I'm going to start talking about this battle now since there's a lot to talk about, is a very complicated battle. He has 8 actions that he takes in sequence until he gets stop spelled, and then he changes to a 4 action cycle. So I can actually plan Baramos' behavior in advance. The catch here is that Baramos may act once or twice per turn, and I don't know that. Baramos has 2,500 hit points, very high defense power, and is regenerating 100 hit points per turn. However, he is slightly vulnerable to Sleep and Stop Spell, and fairly vulnerable to Surround and Sap. We're going to be fighting this battle in 2 phases. The first part is going to be about debilitating Baramos, weakening his defense power, and increasing our power. Then, once I'm set, then we're going to go to actually fight Baramos, and it's going to be sort of a fair fight. As it stands, coming in straight up, we will get destroyed if we try and fight Baramos head on without the proper strategy. So, now the good news is I've got a very carefully worked out strategy to fight this guy, and I have a very high success rate. But that's no guarantee. I am somewhat at the mercy of Baramos falling asleep. Now the good news is that everybody in my party has a way of using sleep. 2 characters can cast Sleep Spell, and the other 2 have Sleep Staves. Now we're just gonna bombard him with sleep spells, yeah, until he goes down. Stop Spell is also very high priority. After that, the damage is gonna stable, but keep in mind, only the Sage knows Heal More. That is the only healing of any kind of effectiveness that I really truly have. It's not much. So, thanks to Tiptoe and the encounter resets, hopefully this is the usual empty Baramos' castle, which is good. I want to get into the fight in good as condition as possible. Hey, I was just talking about the fights here. Guess I'll stop and deal with this, and it sucks. Am I missing health? What the heck? There's no way the hero's max HP is 100. I must be missing health. Oh, I definitely am, because... But that was silly of me. Sage is paralyzed now, so... Hey. Yeah, we were missing fight health from the dealer thing, I forgot. Alright, this is gonna seem kind of inefficient. We're gonna heal with medical herbs here, though. I want to be at full MP for this battle, so this is gonna be slow, but suck it up. Is that better? That's better. Okay, Baramos. As I said, his actions are sort of scripted, so I'm going to be equipping this helmet that I picked up, and then using Iron Eyes. This will dodge some of his attacks, which I'm counting. 1 single, 2 single, 3 single. Okay, Stop Spell, Defend, Sleep, Surround on this turn setup. That failed. He's going to hit me for a lot of damage. Marizoma's also probably going to kill... No, not going to kill me. Akata? Okay, this is kind of bad, but... Let's see. Well, this is Chaos, which missed. This is Exploded, which does a lot of damage to everybody, but the mage survives. No sleep. Stop spell works. So it's Bashira physical. Let's get some sleeps going, please. I better just count on single turn. Nope. Ow. Oh, hero's dead. I'm sorry. That's immediate reset. Very bad luck. Missing the surround on the first turn was very bad luck. 75%. So. Well, we're gonna do that again. Whoopsie. So as I said, my my success rate against this guy is usually pretty high, but hero dying, especially that early, is automatic. Nah, I can't do it. He's holding my World Tree Leaf, so if anybody else dies, I can at least revive and move on, but I need his damage. As I mentioned, Baramos is regenerating health each turn, so it's very important that I set up and attack him as quickly as possible. Missing the hero's damage is... It's like half of my party's output when I'm attacking fully. It's too much to lose, especially that early. I'm counting on him to help me with setup stuff. It's just too bad that I didn't have any time to set up with increase and that the surround missed. Taking the explode it didn't help, but oh well. Hey, at least we dodged surround. Let's try again. So this is what I mean. By recovering with reset, I don't have to wait to die and then revive my party, but I do have to do this menuing again. So if I just wipe out one time, then this is still a pretty efficient recovery option. If I die multiple times, it's starting to not be as good, but we're gonna pray that this next attempt goes at least a little bit better. I missed the whole rack load of sleeps, and I caught a stop spell, but surround failed as well. I'm having quite bad luck with status effects on the bosses here in the second half. Dun, 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 dun. Do, do, do. Okay, we got the empty Baramos' castle this time, and now we're ready to fight Bottomless. That's Step Guard I keep casting, by the way, Toramana. That's keeping me from taking damage on those barrier tiles, obviously. Okay, let's try this again. Same basic start here. Oh, except I'm missing health. That's okay, I guess. Okay. 2 stop spells, 2 sleeps. Sleep failed. Metapani hit, and I'm getting hit by Explode. I'm about to die again. This is horrible. Stop spell worked, but it's the Sage who's confused. Oh gosh. Sleep. Defend. Hit her. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm not out of this yet. This is pretty scary though. Mage nearly died. I mean, everybody nearly died, but oh my gosh, this isn't going very well. Okay, well, we dodged the fire breath. This is so sketchy. Somebody's gonna die. No? Not dead yet. Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. No? Oh man. So risky. Outturn, single turn. Go to sleep, please. Thank you. Okay, I've got stop spell. I need sleep. Maybe increase 1, heal the damage. Oh god. Sleep. Physical. Fire breath. Oh boy, you're dead for sure. Okay, we're not dead yet. Increase damage. Okay. Sleep. Ring. Increase heal the damage. Okay. Attack by kill Rukani. Manusa? I don't have this yet. Good. Oh, he is still asleep. Oh, okay. My bad. I thought he woke up. I missed that. No. Wrong. Why kill? Heal. Okay, things are going a little better here. Pio? Outturn. Postura. Okay. So this is physical flame breath? Nakata? Okay. One more sleep and I should actually be in the clear here. Okay. Come on. Yeah, Sage, I guess. Flashy, physical. Okay. Sleep! Sleep! Nope. Okay, this is the breath. Gotta be very careful. Come on. Okay, good dodge. Heal hero. MP's getting scarce. I need to sleep. Come on. This has been a very, very slow Baramos, but... Oh my god. No sleep. Defend? Do you... Yo, you survived this at 39, actually, for sure. 37. Wow. Yeah, nice dodge. Oh my god, I need to sleep. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Baramos, please, stop. Nice dodge. Sleep, please. Someone's dead, for sure. Hail Mary sleep. Maybe. Will work. Nope, she's dead. This is bad. This is really bad. I might die again. Ooh, you're out of MP now? That's bad. Oh my god. Yeah, that fails. What do you think? Oh, there's the breath? Oh my god, I'm dead. Right, I'm just gonna confirm that I am in fact dead. I didn't do enough damage with the other warriors, though. Yeah, for sure I'm dead. Wow. Wow, that's back-to-back Baramos deaths. Ugh. Not supposed to happen. Horrible luck and setup the first time, he just put me out of his misery quickly. The second time, I really fought for it. It was such a horrible setup and really was never comfortable. But I still almost would have pulled that out if I hit asleep in any of the 8 attempts I tried at the end there. Just one more buy kill, a couple of swings, that would have been fine. But... Well, we're gonna try this a third time. Here's some monsters in the castle and all these ugly things. We're also gonna heal before the start of the fight. That's gonna help. Alright, well... Unfortunately, like, that second attempt took a very long time, and I didn't even win. Well... I'm very disappointed we couldn't get him that time. If things go just a little bit better this time, eh? Maybe? Maybe? I'm also gonna start in full health. It's gonna help, I promise. Wow, Baramos being a real thug. Speak in Dragon Quest items. Yeah, that's pretty close. I'd say that's pretty accurate. There are plenty of words in Japanese whose context I really only know because of Dragon Quest. Alright, seriously. Please behave yourself this time, Baramos. Please? You've shown everybody how rude you can be. Now, let's show them how fun it is when you cooperate. Alright, well, this is acceptable. Okay, that does a lot of damage. That failed. Good. I have to Iron Eyes if nothing works, though. A stop spell, so okay. Sleep. Okay. Sleep spam, increase 1, heal the damage. This is a much better setup. Sleep, sleep, increase to Manusa. He's awake. This text is flying by quickly. I'm trying to keep track of as much of it as I can. Okay, sleep, great. Increase 3, Rukani. One more sleep and we basically have got him right where I want him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, this is a very crisp setup as soon as he goes to bed. He's guaranteed to wake up here. Oh, good night, Baramos. Good night, Baramos. Bashira will fail. Physical Flame Breath, let's attack through it. Hero's missing a small amount of health, but with increase and surround, I'm not as concerned. Taking the breath here, but okay. If I don't get a sleep, then we'll do. Okay, we got the sleep. Attack, attack, attack. Heal. Looking very good here. This should be done. Now that I have a setup, you'll see him die very quickly, but he's regenerating health, so fighting him before I have this setup is basically fruitless. Dealing enormous amounts of damage now, though, and the fight's basically over. Well, great. He did what I wanted the third time. He cooperated. It should be over now. This turn, right? He's gonna Flame Breath me, but nobody should be in any actual danger. Maybe the... No, no one's in danger. And now he goes bye-bye, right? Bye-bye! Well, gee. That's what it looks like when he cooperates a bit more. As you see, I'm just basically sleeping him over and over and over again while I build up all my powers and then bash him into the ground. Okay, Baramos is worth about 65,000 experience. Divided 4 ways, it's about 16,000 a person. It's very important as part of my strategy that I try and keep everybody alive at the end of this fight. Which, hey, look, we did. Whew. Well. From a technical execution standpoint, Baramos is absolutely the most difficult part of the run. Now generally my success rate is better than 1 in 3, but... Oh well. We got him that time. At last, Baramos has been defeated. Yes. Oh, Pop-san. Good to see you, Pop-san. Pop is another highly skilled Dragon Quest speedrunner from Japan. If you're not already following his channel, I know he's not running anything in this marathon, but seriously, go check his channel out. It's really good dude. Great commentary, and he speaks a fair bit of English too, so if you have questions in English, sometimes he can get to them for you. It's good to see Pop here. Alright, well, good. Baramos was defeated eventually. Eventually, Baramos was defeated, and hey, great! At the beginning of the game, our quest was to defeat Baramos, and we did it. So great, it's time to celebrate. Game's over, right? Victory! Oh dear. It seems our peaceful celebration has been rudely interrupted by this guy here. Wahahaha. Waganawa Zoma. My name is Zoma, he says. Telling me how he's the king of all evil, Mr. Naughty. He lives in the dark world, and I gotta go beat him up. So, lazy hero's job is never done. We gotta go to the Dark World and fight Zoma now. I'm going to be doing some menuing here. This is to arrange some of the items in my bag in kind of some specific places. There should be another prayer ring in here. You're going to get that. And we're going to Isis. Great. So, alas, the brave trumpeters were defeated by Zoma's lightning. But, we're going to have to head over to the Dark World and avenge our fallen brothers. So here is the entrance to the Dark World. Any fans of the original Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior game may find this area a little familiar. Here we are, we've fallen into the land of eternal night, called Alefgard. Zoma's reign over the land ensures that the land is forever shrouded in darkness. And blue slimes! Get out of here, blue slime. Blue slime is a guaranteed run at my level now, so... Alright, great. I'm actually going to stop out here, since we did get beat up a whole bunch. Why not? Not going to be any faster. Stop for an extra life force nut. Why not? Classic Dragon Warrior music. So we've come here to Retrothon Castle, and we're going to get the Stones of Sunlight, but it may not be where you think. In Dragon Quest III, they've stashed them in a different place. They're up here right now, so I'm going to grab this Agility Seed. And we're going to get Taionoishi, the Stones of Sunlight. Shrink Seed to 0. Agility Seed. Yeah, because of the Life Force Nut. Oh, wrong town. Wrong town. Forgot to press left first, huh? Okay. Next we're going to be heading south to this mountain cave. Okay, good. Okay. Here in the mountain cave, there are 2 pieces of cursed gear that I'm going to be picking up to sell for money. They're very valuable, and they're going to be financing all of my fancy weapons and armor for the end of the game. Quick little encounter cancel there. Fresh tiptoe. Bonk. Bears. Manu Sud. Hit everybody. Great. We're running away at this point. Sorry. We tried. I wanted to fight the bears, but Jewel Bag had a different plan in mind. What a trolly battle! Put the bears to sleep, and I had 3 times run fail on the Jewel Bag who surrounded me, so I couldn't fight them. What a game. I probably could have just used the blast sword and kept swinging. Also, early encounters much. I'm gonna try and expel these skeleton guys. Pretty high rate. Kill the other one if I can. Also like to reorder the party here. This is the party order I'm going to keep for the rest of the game. Mage Warrior tanking in the front here. Oops, wrong way. Wrap around. Sloppy menuing. It must be getting late in the run. I must be getting tired. It is quite late here, or early, depending on your perspective. Oh, you know what? Let's use Snowstorm. But just a little further. We're almost done this run. Baramos kind of walling me a little bit. It definitely cost me some time, but probably still on pace for close to estimate. Kimura no Tsubasa. The Kimura drops a Kimura wing? Go figure. Just in case you're wondering what the item drop is for the Kimura, it is Kimura wing. Now here in Domdora, which is not a ruined town yet, we're gonna grab the Ori Halcon. And we're gonna go back to around the town. Now we're gonna sail around the coast to Myra, otherwise known as Cole. So, the Ori is the material that's used to make the Sword of Kings. This is basically the most powerful weapon we're going to get access to. It casts the Arrow Cross spell in battle, Kaswoosh, I guess, for free. So it's very powerful in certain encounters. It also does a lot of damage. Technically speaking, this Sword of Kings is optional, and there are some very aggressive charts. I'm starting to learn one that does in fact aim to finish the game without getting the Ori Halcon, and without getting the Sword of Kings, and without visiting the mountain cave. It is a dangerous chart, to say the least. Not as dangerous as maybe it initially sounds, but there's some encounters you really don't have a lot of options. And if things don't go your way, it really doesn't save you any time. No. I was debating playing the greedy route since we're practically at the town already, but these Kragons are way too strong. This is the worst ocean battle. These things have a ton of HP, a ton of attack power, can act up to 3 times per turn, and can crit you. Generally speaking, it is not worth my time to deal with those things, so I increase my defense power a little bit before trying to run away. Good old mixed pile of junk here. Alright, do your worst. If you're gonna kill me outside of the town, I really don't care. Oh, he tried. He's still trying. Come on. Come on, leave me alone. Alright, great. We almost made it. Here we go, we made it. We're gonna stay the inn here, so I'm not worried about the damage. Okay, so we come up here. I'm gonna start selling those items here. The cursed armor. Oops. And the weapon. And the Ori Halcon. And the zombie killer. That was a little slow, but... Oops. Come on now. I swear I've done this before. Cast a bunch of spells I don't actually need to cast. Okay, so I'm going to take my 70,000 gold over here, and I'm going to start buying some cool stuff. This is a Sage's Staff. It casts Heal More for free in battle. I'm going to give it to the Sage. I'm also going to give her this Water Flying Clothes, very good armor, and another suit of Blade Armor from my other warrior, the Mage Warrior this time. As I mentioned earlier, Blade Armor is actually going to accumulate a massive amount of damage against Zoma. As powerful as the King Sword is that we're about to get at vanquishing Zoma, well, Blade Armor is awfully good too. So, buried here is the Fairy Flute. I need this to awaken Rubis, who's been cursed inside of the tower near the town. She'll give me the Sacred Talisman I need for the Rainbow Drop. So let's buy my sword now. It should be done forging. Ready to give it to the hero and equip it? Yep. The old sword we're going to trade for your sword. Your sword goes to the sage. And you get the prayer ring for the armor. Good. Great. Alright. The Dark World will be progressed through pretty quickly. We've got to build the rainbow drop to get to Zoma's castle, but we're not going to spend a lot of time messing around with that. We're just going to get the pieces and get on our way. So that's what we're here for. Take my chances with this fight too. I haven't fought much, but I'm not fighting this. This is too slow. Especially when they confuse me. Tricky opening the menu there. Cast Step Guard and go around here. These little diamond tiles on the ground here, they are actually these movement trap tiles. They rotate your direction inputs so that up corresponds to which way the light part is facing. So it basically rotates your controls, your arrow controls left or right 90 degrees, depending on which way it's pointed. So, for here, for instance, I need to cross these carefully and get this armor. The Armor of Light. This is the best armor in the game for the hero, and absolutely necessary in keeping him alive at the end of the game. He's going to need this, and I'm going to pass this over to him in just a moment. Jump down here. Whee! Pretty peaceful tower here. Not a lot of encounters. On the top floor, though, keep an eye out for liquid metal slime. Hagure Metaru. It's quite tricky to kill the liquid metal slime, but if we can kill liquid metal slime, if we are lucky enough to kill liquid metal slime, it's about 10,000 experience for everybody in my party, and the extra strength and HP and stuff would be greatly appreciated. It doesn't look like we're going to see anything here, though. Hikari no Yoroi. Okay, and then we'll use this. Alright, good. Another little brief cutscene. I get to at least stretch my hands. Okay, so the fairy flute will awaken Rubus here, and she'll show her gratitude. She'll give me the sacred talisman, what will later become known as Erdrick's token. Not yet, though. And we've got the Stones of Sunlight, so we just gotta get the Staff of Rain and go to the shrine. So hey, let's go do that. Oh. Okay. I should be careful here. I really don't want to die, but I guess if I do, I'll turn around. Those Vile Shades, those red ghosts, have a instant death spell that I don't really want to see, but they're also slow to fight. Because of the sweet breath they can use too. That puts my party members to sleep. I don't really want to deal with it, so I won't. Coming up here a little bit further. There's a shrine. Oh, we got a battle here. Who is it? Oh wait, no, you have the the thunder sword now. Blow up the blue slime. Oops. Alright, so I'll talk to this lady here. She's gonna give me the bolt staff. Or, I'm sorry, not the bolt staff. We got that a long time ago. The rain staff. Staff of Rain. Oh boy. It is getting late. Now that we have all 3 pieces for the rainbow trap, it's time to go make it. This shrine is conveniently located right over here. It's no coincidence. This is all planned out. Why we got the what's it called? Last there, the rain staff. Okay, cool. So we've got the rainbow drop, and that is my key into Zoma's castle. From here on, we are going all in. At any point, leaving the castle and turning around and coming back is an extreme time loss. And so I'm going to be taking every possible measure from this point on to be not dying. No one in my party is allowed to die. I have 1 World Tree Leaf. It's going to be used in an emergency if somebody dies. I'm going to recover another one in the basement. It'll also be used in an emergency if someone dies. But let that be said that I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. While the World Tree Leaves are not strictly necessary to defeat Zoma or anything, it's just going to make my life a lot easier and take maybe just a tiny bit of the pressure off if I don't have to blow these things right away. You know? So to that end, I'll be fighting most of the monsters from here to the end. I'll be earning a lot of experience from the random encounters and powering up my party just a little bit more. At this point, there's no real thing I need in order to complete the game. Just need to get strong enough to do it, and generally I'm not exactly strong enough to do it. My warriors' HPs are kind of low, but we're going to be earning that along the way or dying trying, so good luck, boys. And girls. 2 of each, let's be fair. Alright, level 20, 8 over 4, that's not particularly great, but I've got some extra junk in my bag. Kimmerowing drop. Should get that out of there before I accidentally use it. The magical skirt too, yeah, get rid of that. Is that still gonna, well, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. If it requires moving stuff, it's not a big deal. Step guard, Toramana. Oh boy. Troll King on the left here has Limbo spell that boots somebody out of my party and sends them back to Aliahan. You think death is bad? Bashirura, Limbo, is actually completely... It's a one-way ticket straight back to Aliahan and back to the start of this section. There's no way to protect against it other than the fact that it has a naturally low success rate. And that the sleep spell is fairly effective against the Troll King, so I'm trying to sleep him immediately so that he doesn't even get the choice. So cool. We used buy kill, we put the troll to sleep, and we killed him as fast as possible, and it wasn't an issue. I have to gauge these battles accordingly. The most dangerous enemy in the battle always has to have my priority. Okay, nice dodge. Nice, Kaishin. Cool. Okay, here we are. We've made it. Zoma's Castle. This is the final dungeon of the game, for real this time. Balrogs, Troll Kings, Salamanders rate up among, and Archmages rate as the most dangerous enemies. Wow, that was a very nice walk. Did I not get a battle before the first Granite Titan fight? Weird. Okay. Hopefully it translates to 1 random battle on this floor. By kill, sleep, attack, sleep. Okay, we're going to be engaged in 3 forced encounters with these Granite Titans. 2 Granite Titans each. They're fairly vulnerable to sleep. Although not getting that one this time. These things are quite strong though, and they can crit me, and I'm really not wanting that. We're gonna try and keep them to sleep and bash them up with by-kill, just like that. Okay, here's the random encounter. By-kill, attack, attack, sleep. Oh, I just mismenued and tried to put a dragon to sleep. Oh my god, he tried. He tried. Actually, hold on. Use ring, attack, attack, attack. Wow, we dodged the Bashirura bullet there that time. But, be careful next time, please. Okay, so there's the first trigger. Now I can do the second fight. Okay. Okay, good. We caught them both now. One of them woke up, so we'll just be spamming the sleep rod until they both wake up. Okay. This will be the final forced encounter here, clearly. Be handling it the same way. Looks like I got a really good twist on the ring that other time. The Mage Warrior has plenty of MP now for the rest of the castle till we get to the basement. Good. I see sleepy messages, those are good. Alright. Enemy was defeated. And we can proceed onward now. Step guard to protect me here. Frame saver. Search on the half tile there. We're working our way down. Pass this devious... Oop! No, we're not gonna pass this devious puzzle. I'm gonna get fooled by it. Blah. What did you do that for? Alright, well, let's fix Tiptoe. Alright, now I just hold up. Right. Right. What? Is that a problem for? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Cast Tiptoe again. There's going to be a random battle here very shortly. Oh, here it is. I don't know precisely where the random battles are going to be, but I know, like, statistically, where they're likely to occur. So that's kind of like what I'm going off of here. I mean, I can get a battle after a half tile. I'm not even kidding. Even with Tiptoe, I can step one half tile and get another fight. It's extremely rare, but I might get through this floor without another fight. Good. That was good. We're making very quick time through the castle itself. Not fighting much, but that's fine. We fought plenty outside. I think my HP lines are looking a little bit better. I wouldn't hurt this hero to pick up another good chunk here. So, who's this? We've made it here. Ortega here is fighting the King Hydra. Ortega, my father, who was assumed dead in the battle near the volcano. Nope, he survived and made it to the Dark World and lost his memory. Even without his memory, Ortega is still here, bravely fighting against the forces of evil. Unfortunately, there's sad music playing. And if you know anything about sad music, it gets played for sad scenes. And while Ortega here is putting up a valiant effort, he's run himself out of MP and will soon die. In the original NES version, this is a random battle that actually will play out until Ortega dies. This is a scripted event here. There's zero randomness to this. So Ortega is getting his memory back as he's dying. Oh well, sorry Dad. We're gonna have to avenge his death, defeat the King Hydra, Zoma, rest of his minions, etc. I'm getting very few encounters. Extra goodies here, World Tree Leaf, Prayer Ring, and the Sage's Stone. The Sage's Stone here is of critical importance. This heals everybody in the party for about 80 hit points at once. And, yeah, nice sleep. It's not very likely on Salamander, but we'll take a free kill. So the Sage's Stone is going to be a powerful recovery tool for the rest of the bosses here. They do a lot of damage. Parry, parry, expel. Bye-bye. These guys can crit me and stuff, so we'll just take it easy with some defense, some expels, and go from there. Alright, we've made it to the basement. The random encounters are over, and as long as I stay down here without leaving. Trade this for this. I'm arranging some of my stuff. Obviously, I've got a bunch of bosses to fight. And I want to make sure I'm all set. That looks pretty good. Alright. Here we go. So this is a boss rush section that's going to feature 3 mini-bosses before fighting Zoma himself. The first one is the King Hydra. This is going to be a pretty easy fight. The second fight, Bomus, is extremely unpredictable and can be very horrific. And then the Zombie Baramos fight is again back to something that's pretty easy. Oh, we'll start here with the King Hydra. Turn 1 double physical is like the only thing that's even remotely scary. We'll set up with Sap, which failed. Physical warrior, physical, different warrior. Okay, well. Oh, we gotta sleep. That's actually a big deal. Okay. I can try Sap again. Good, there we go. Still asleep. That's good. Down? Good. And then I'll use PO. Nice, critical. Speed up. It's increasing my party's agility, so I'm more likely to go in front of this guy now this last turn. Which, if I can go fast, I can defeat him before he gets to act. Nice, good. Slightly faster. Okay. I'm gonna tidy my bag. I've got a bunch of stuff I don't need. Now I'm getting everything all set up for this part. Stone's gonna go to the Pure Warrior. So this is the spider web. I said I was gonna use it for this battle here. It's for this battle. It's to plummet my warrior's agility to 0. It's very important that I have the warrior use the Sage's Stone after taking damage from Bomus. The Bomus needs to attack me, and then I use the stone. He can attack either once, twice, or 3 times per turn, many times with area of effect attacks like Explode It and this Fire Breath. This is a very bad situation that I'm already in kind of a lot of trouble in, but I've got to play very slowly and carefully, and pray I don't die. I'm at his mercy, though. You gotta stop, buddy. Come on, stop. Oh, physical. Don't kill me. Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble. Am I dead? I'm probably dead. Oh my god, I'm definitely dead. Just kill me. Oh boy. Poor Bomus buried me again. Who's ready to go over estimate? Oh, tragic. Unfortunately, this is a big time loss, as I've got to journey back to Zoma's castle, all the way through the castle again, and any of the bosses that I've defeated so far, just the one, they've all reappeared. So, this is a tough death here. Big time loss. Countess looking at the silver lining. Yes, I didn't use my World Tree Leaf, which is, I was also thinking is a good thing. I figured I'd take the shot, but I kind of just wanted to keep the 2 leaves. Which is why I'm reviving the party manually instead of using the World Tree Leaf. Well, that's too bad, but nothing to do for it except dust yourself off and try again. No way to win that scenario, no matter what I did. Oops, the items are in a different order. I've got to, fix that, huh? Oh, it got tidied, you're right. I've got to fish this out. Such a slow fight. Anka, please. Go away. Ooh, okay, deep breaths, people. Big time loss, and then I'm being trolled by these fights out here. Come on now. Okay, I should have some sleep stabs. Where are they? Here they are. No, not on you. Whatever. That'll be fine. I'll menu carefully, maybe. Tiptoe? Probably. Now the good news is that trip through the castle was pretty quick. Okay, they didn't see me. I was about to get all upset about that fight too, but no, never mind. Do, do, do. Okay. Ha! Nice, Kaishin. Oh, we're back visually? No sound? Okay, well that's close enough. Let's see. Same thing here. Alright, good. Got rid of those guys. Okay. 7. Oops. 7. Okay, we're still good. Okay. I have no idea where anything is, though. All my stuff is all out of whack. I guess the stone goes for the staff. Let's put sleep on top. The stone on top. Oops, that's not on top. You can do better. There you go. And then we're gonna juice up on MP again. And we're gonna try this again. Yeah, for anybody curious about the tech stuff, you didn't miss much. We worked our way back to the castle. There were some Balrogs. We stopped spell them. It wasn't a problem. And now we're back. Hopefully, this goes a little bit better. We'll get kind of close to estimate, maybe. Probably not, but kind of close, maybe. Buy kill. Right? No. Increase. Sleep. Sleep. Sap. You don't know what you're doing. Sap landed. Physical Sage. Breath is okay. Increase. Sleep fail. Sleep fail. It's fine. Nice critical hit, hero. Huh. Okay. Okay. Sage should go first in this fight and heal the party. Everybody else is just gonna keep attacking. This fight will be over next turn, unless I miss a whole bunch of attacks, which can happen. But with the blade armor damage, this should be a wrap. In fact, I think I just need a hero. Oh, needed a little more. Big gains, let's go. Well, 8's not very big. Alright, same basic strategy. Clean up the bag. Staff for the stone. Close. I don't have the spider web anymore, that's whatever. Everything should be fine here. Alright, we're gonna see what happens this time. My HP's slightly better, so I'm slightly less likely to get instantly nuked, but he seriously can't triple turn every time like that. Oh, look! Single turn. That's actually a situation that's totally fine, where I can defend. Okay. Physical attack. Double AoE. Okay, the physical's on this pure or mage warrior, which is good. I can just tell her to defend. This guy does not have very much HP. His defense is really high, but I've already sapped it away. The hero is going to win this fight in about 4 or 5 hits. Okay, nice. In fact, if I had push, I should clear. I'm fine at 257, so this should end unless I miss. Oh, interesting turn order. I like it. I like it. Wow, was that such a difficult battle? Apparently the first time it was. Okay, we're gonna use prayer rings, get my MP back. That one broke, that's okay. Okay, it says I have... Is there another one in the bag somehow? Why would there be? I don't know. Did I break one earlier? Oh, maybe I broke one in. Okay. This guy has got extremely high attack power and can attack twice per turn. Sometimes, not always. But his agility is literally 0, and even my slow warrior should outturn him. I'm going to use increase a total of 6 times. That's how many times it stacks. And then from this point, the fight's basically trivial. Oh, the sage has buy kill. Why don't I have her use it? To help speed this just a little bit. Alright, so zombie bear here is now basically, like I said, this is a trivial battle. Whoever takes damage, I'm going to heal with the sage's staff, and everybody else is going to massacre this thing. Hero's doing huge hits. His strength is extremely high. Alright, that was easy. No more HP. Okay, what are my HP lines at? Okay, so it's time for Zoma. Okay, so I'm going to prepare a bunch of items here. Oops. Yeah, you. The demon hammer for the genie axe. Juice up on MP to the max. You have the stone, you have the orb. Juice up on MP to the max. Wiggle around some, heal the party, and we're gonna go. Alright, it's time for Zoma, the final battle, hopefully. Alright, same basic deal as with Bomus. I absolutely need my warrior to go second compared to Zoma, basically at all times. This way the Sage's Stone is going to heal the party for the damage that I take after Zoma Axe. If he goes in front, I take a bunch of hits, and then I take more hits before the stone goes off. I'm in huge trouble. Similarly, if Pure Warrior, the guy in the number 2 slot, if he dies, I'm in massive, massive trouble. I've got 2 World Tree Leaves, but missing turns, being unable to heal is critical, so... here we go. Alright, Zoma has 4,700 hit points, but does not recover anything at any time, so this is a battle of attrition. As long as I stay alive, I'm accumulating damage through the hero attacking and through blade armor. Both warriors in the front are equipped with blade armor. You can see Zoma already dealing a lot of damage to himself, although, wow, that was a lot. Good. Okay, lots of physical attacks, no freezing waves. Zoma's got 4 different actions he can choose. Not all of them are equal probability. This Icy Breath is very strong. Freezing Waves remove buffs on me, this is Freezing Waves, and debuffs on him as well. Physical attacks just do a lot of damage, and then he's got a spell, Mahyado, which is Ice Spears, I think, which doesn't do much damage. It's actually his weakest attack. Oof. Okay, definitely doing good damage, but I'm really nervous about how much damage his warrior is taking. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Okay, Freezing Waves, fine. Freezing Waves does slow my damage. I have to recast Buy Kill each time, and possibly Sap or Increase or other things. No, but... oh my gosh, how many times did he just get hit in a row? A lot. Increase or Defend? I'm gonna defend. This is a bad situation. I've got to hope for Freezing Waves. Good? Okay, this is fine, maybe. Use Increase here. Okay, double freezing. This is good. This will help me stabilize. That got scary, and I used the hero's leaf, yeah? Okay, so the mage warrior has the other one. Okay. Turn order. Everyone went in front except for the warrior, that's okay. Means I have to recast by kill again, but that's not the end of the world. Ouch, okay. This is okay. You can defend quite safely. 247 defend is definitely safe. Good. Physical hits on my defending mage warrior, exactly what I want to see. I want MP, so let's get greedy. Heal her, thank you. Ah, haha, bad turn order, bad. That's what I was talking about when the warrior goes in front of Zoma. Okay, freezing is good, I might be able to stabilize. To be careful. Protecting the pure warrior is definitely the correct play. Good freezing waves. As long as that's not the sage, I should be stable for now, at least. I'd love buy kill, but I'm missing too much health, and you have the other leaf, so why don't I play safely? Okay, good. Not bad. Risking the hero is slightly more acceptable. Alright, we've already had 2 really dangerous situations, but we're doing okay. I'd say with how much damage I've done, I'm probably about halfway through this fight, which is good. Get some decent damage in here, but man, I'm taking a lot. Now he outturned my Sage, which is very bad. My warrior's in critical condition here. Okay. Everything's fine. Be quiet. Alright, now it's time for the Mohawk wig. This is to try and lower my agility. I wanted to go after Zoma there, but everybody went in front of him. Zoma got a poor turn order roll there. Alright, let's do some huge damage now, though. Aw, freezing waves. We had a really good setup there, but it's all gone now. It's okay. Yeah, this is one of the only instances where it actually removes his debuffs off of him. It's actually very annoying. Increases the correct call here. Why kill him before Zoma? Okay. This is fine. Good hit. Parry. Heal. Good. Good. Great. We'll get some good damage in here, and I don't think I'll take too much. Nice. Okay. Let's do by kill staff. Okay. Oh, there goes by kill. Let's just do it again. Okay, this is fine. Let's do a lot of damage, come on. Push the fight. Start risking the mage warrior. Oh, there's the blade armor kill. Yeah, we did move that fight along very quickly, though. Excellent. Zoma was defeated. Zoma exploded. We did it. All right. Whee! All right. GG, we defeated Zoma. Not exactly underestimate, but oof. I got destroyed by Baramos twice, and then Bomus. So really Baramos kind of just basically left his big stamp on this run. It was pretty good up in the first half, but definitely started getting to be a bit of a challenge for the second half. Pretty much from Baramos on. I mean, even Orochi was a bit of a pill. Couple small mistakes here and there, not too worried about it. GG. Definitely would have come in comfortably underestimated. If not for Bomas. But that's Dragon Quest III for you. There's no RNG manipulation, and some of these enemies are ferociously powerful. Don't have a lot of options other than to cross our fingers sometimes. That didn't work. So we had to try again. Wow, with Zoma defeated, peace and light are sure to return to the world of darkness. And we can get our real, true celebration. So... Alright, that's it. We're here. We're done. The king of Alifgard, Retrothon Castle, is going to proclaim me the greatest hero in the land. Roto. Erdrick in the English version. Roto. The greatest hero of the land. And now here we go. We got our legit celebration. GG. Thanks so much for watching Dragon Quest III Super Famicom, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Had a great time coming on and playing. Overall, I'd say the run went pretty well. I struggled with Baramos. That really was not totally my fault, right? And Bomas put his little stamp on this run too. That's marathon tradition for Bomas to destroy me, it seems. Overall, though, good time. Had a lot of fun. As a reminder, timer for this game stops at the end. So the last bit of the credits here will wrap up. So, also, being as this is a Japanese RTA, it's kind of tradition to sing along with the credits at the end of the song, so if you don't mind, I'm going to sing for a little bit. Thanks for watching, everybody. GG. そして伝説が始まった。唇を噛みしめたとき魂燃やしてもう一度戦うと誓うどこかできっと誰かが愛の言葉を待ってる